No one ever fucking does. All right, we got to start a poll. So that's what I'm doing if you're rewatching this later. We'll just say, would you rather? Would you rather? Oh, fucking typing is something. Okay, would you rather travel the world and be broke? Be broke. Find true love and be broke. Everything's broke and be broke. Be rich and be miserable. How about that? These are all impromptu. I don't prep. I mean, it'd be fun if I prepped for the 4 viewers that I'm allowed here. Be rich and miserable. Spelling is not my forte. Miserable. Is there a 4th one we want to do? Would you rather travel the world and be broke? Find true love. Whoops. Good thing I proofread that for you guys. Find true love and be broke. Be rich and be miserable. What would you rather? What would you rather? Would you rather travel the world and be broke? Find true love and be broke. Be rich and miserable. Do what you love and be broke? Yeah, let's do that one as a 4th option. Do what you love and be broke. The questions this Tuesday morning. Woohoo! And be broke. Let's start the poll. Do what you love and be broke. Let's start it and hope nobody else has the same poll. Nobody does. We had 2 people that left because they didn't know what this was about. I understand. It's a lot to take in. I am a lot to breathe in. I'm a lot to understand. I'm a lot to communicate with. But I'm not a lot of money. I am free. That is right. With 2 E's, double E, FREE. I am free. It is a free for all. I woke up to a comment that I love. What the hell is wrong with this guy? I got that on my probiotic video, and I adored it. And in typical NuttyButter111 fashion, I wrote back and it's like, you obviously don't take probiotics, sir. If you did take probiotics, you would understand this madness, this chaos, this enlightenment, this bonkersness, this unhingedness, this creepiness, this cringeness. Oh, good golly almighty, it's Tuesday. But can we just pretend it's Monday? I woke up today and I felt refreshed. I felt so bad about yesterday's, though, because of how angry I got at an 11-year-old. Hello, Eagles fan. Who's your favorite Eagle of all time? I'll go first. Mine's Reggie White. Fungus guy, what's your favorite mushroom? Is it ones that enlighten your brain? Or is it ones that go good with coffee? I want to know. Mr. Abu, hello there. What's your favorite pizza topping? Fungus guy, again, what's your favorite fungi? Have you ever tripped balls on mushrooms? If you have, were you at a Godsmack concert and your friend fell down in the gravel pit and you had to carry him to the beer tent? That happened to me. I had mushrooms that had no effect on me. It made me a little hungry, but kind of everything makes me a little hungry. This show makes me a little hungry. Working out makes me a little hungry. Drinking makes me a little hungry. That's why I look like this. It's because I have hunger food problems. That creepy guy across the street is my favorite fungus. That's great. I bet his name is Fred or Frederick or something that ends in ick. Maybe it's Rick. That's probably a telltale sign, is it not? If something ends in ick, it's probably gross. I should write that down. You like eating too? I'm not alone. That's great. That's one of the things about my life is I feel so alone most of the time. Antho, but thank you so much. Do I like Wingstop? I do not. I don't like Wingstop. I think it's a ripoff. Who's that rapper that owns most of them? He really sucks. And I used to like Wingstop. Their wings used to be, every place is shrinking their wings. I like the Hawaiian flavor, but I think it's a ripoff, and I think it's pretty scary in most areas to go to, much like Popeye's chicken. I really like the spicy chicken from Popeye's chicken, but it's always in scary neighborhoods. And I know what I look like in a mirror, and I know what I sound like when I order through the drive-thru, and I know what they probably look like based off of their voice. I don't think that's racism. I think that's a realistic thing, and I don't feel bad saying it. But do you like Wingstop? Hockey show. Did your hockey team, the Florida Panthers or whoever they are, did they win? Jonkers, hey, what's happening? What's your favorite pizza topping? Fungus guy, do I like M&M? I used to. The first, the Marshall Math, no, the Slim Shady LP was one of my favorites. When that came out, it was, you're probably too young, but when that came out, it was a revolutionary thing. Like, you heard it and you're just like, I don't know what to make of this madness. I don't understand the language in which he's speaking, but I want more. It was very dynamic and magnetic. Like, it was just, and he was shitting on the people that had stuff, and I was always a have not. So when people that have not make fun of the people that have, we gravitate toward that. Like, I think a lot of my comedy stems from resentment of celebrities. How about you? Do you like Eminem? I don't like Snoop Dogg. You didn't pose that question. You made a statement, but I made that. I don't like him because he used to be a pimp, and now I believe he's a whore. And I believe he's a whore simply because he's on every commercial ever selling shit he doesn't use. And he says he doesn't use it. Like, when he did all those shitty Corona commercials, he says, you know what? Flibba-dibba-da-ba. Like, I don't fucking drink Corona. I don't drink any alcohol, but buy my shit. And I'm just like, no respect. I would never, ever, well, that's not true. I'm broke. I would do one. I would sell my soul once to pay my child support and pay my bills. And then after that, if I don't use it and I don't stand by the product, I'm not fucking saying I do. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't go and say, oh, I love juicy fruit when I exclusively choose icebreakers. Oh, that's a fun part. Let's do that today. We forgot that yesterday because we were mad at a child. Today's live stream is not sponsored by icebreakers. That's right. They do not pay us. They do not give us anything. Chew icebreakers for when you want a mouthful of weird, minty, excessive saliva. Icebreakers. Thanks for not sponsoring today's live stream. Okay, that's out of the way. Pineapple on a pizza, only if it's off balance, if it's to off balance something else. Here's my go-to pizza when I'm feeling nutty and crazy, which is most of the time. Pepperoni, jalapeno, and pineapple. It's the salty, the sweet, the balance. That's what life's about. Everything in life is a balance. Everything is trying to balance out each other to make it a unified theory. Their fries and wings are delicious, sir. Please reconsider. Hockey show. I'm happy to reconsider. I do like I said, I like their Hawaiian flavor. I think they're small-ass wings, and I think the people that work there don't want to work there. I understand that. I've worked in the food industry. I've worked in the service industry. I've worked in the retail industry. I've worked all over. I get your job and your life suck. I get it. But your fucking job is to make fucking wings. So make the wings and don't be angry about it. Like, just save your anger and resentment for later. Like, when I've already been served the wings, I feel like I shouldn't wait 25 minutes or longer for mediocrity. You know what I mean? Like, if I want to be disappointed and instantly regret a decision, I want it to be, like, fucking simple and quick, right? Like, if I go to Arby's, I don't have to wait more than 12 minutes to realize they fucked up my order, or like I'm disappointed and I'm bloated, right? It's kind of an instant disappointment. It's kind of like marrying a stripper, right? You just, like, you're gonna know real fast that it's a bad decision. Hello, Kenneth Williams Jr. Kenneth Williams Jr., do you collect anything? Do you collect stamps, video games, funguses? We've got a fungi in here, or we did. Dismatic. I am guessing on the names. I'm kind of dyslexic, which rhymes with your name, kind of. Hello, and how are you? VND, what is for lunch or dinner? Because you could be in China, and it could be 11 p.m. there. I believe my Chinese math is correct. I'm pooping. David, congratulations. Is it a big one, a small one? Or is it weird in color? Or is it just a basic poop? I want to know these questions. I got to know about poop. I love poop. I found that if I drink more than 2 bottles of wine in a calendar night, it just sounds better than a regular night. My poop is teal in color, and it's weird. It's like it's being erased by society slowly. Very, very unnatural. Pineapple belongs on pizza. You know what? I'm okay with that. Shortcut, or however you say it. I'm okay with it. I just like the balance. I just wouldn't go all ham on it, no pun intended, and just order pineapple just to be a slow only topping on a pizza. Again, I'd have to have some sort of balance. I get the Hawaiian, which we could reintroduce ham back into that equation. I like mine. I like the pepperoni, jalapeno, and pineapple if I'm going to mix, master, flex it in a circular motion, right? I appreciate all the thumbs up. I'm grateful for that. Our goal every live stream is for 10 full thumbs, which equals 2 full fists of fingers. We want to get double fisted by YouTube. We are already, but let's get some recognition for it. Am I right? But thank you so much for that. If you haven't subscribed to the Insanity, please do. It's free to do so. You can always shit on me in the comments like everybody else does. I don't mind at all. It is your voice. You should use it how you please. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe later if you don't like it. I like Skitop. I don't know what Skitop is, but let's try it. David, I don't know either. East the Pig. Or the Pug. Fuck. I think I'm hungry. I got that talking about ham. Talking about ham and jalapeno, and I love it. How's it going? What is your favorite pizza topping? East the Pug. I love pugs. I have 2 dogs. I have a golden retriever who's under me right now. He's kind of good luck. And a Bernese mountain dog. They were in my last video that I released last night on TikTok. I do a daily comedic sketch every day. I'm on day 134 in a row. Yesterday was 133. I have to think about it. It's been so many damn days. No days off. I do one whether I want to or not. You collect Hot Wheels. That's awesome, Holt. We'll just call you Johnny Holt. That's awesome. Do you have any vintage ones? We're almost to 10. That's amazing. I don't get too excited because people like to remove their thumbs. I don't know how it's done, but it's done. It's like the creation of a baby. I get it, but I don't know how I don't know. That's a different talk for a different day. I understand. I have a daughter. I'm bald. That's okay. I'm going bald too. You know, if you're going bald or if you're completely bald, have you ever thought about where the hair regeneration, what is that called? Restoration, where they pluck and chuck from the back of your dome, or holy shit, we've hit 10. We've hit 10. Oh, good God almighty. Thank you, Jason. Hey, that's a first ever. Again, I don't want to be too stoked because people remove the thumbs. I don't know how they do it, but this is a first. This is a NuttyButter111 exclusive. We have never hit 2 thumbs up. That's 2 full fists. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. I got to screenshot it because it won't last probably. Oh boy, chubby fingers. Too much pineapple on my pizza. Holy shit. I'm really stoked. You guys have no idea. Oh, 11. Holy fuck. Wow. I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much. Wow, this is great. I wish it was an act. It truly, if you watch any of my earlier shit, most of it I don't have it public because it was so bad. But I talk about it throughout the duration of all the live streams about, oh my God, there's 12. I gotta stop looking. I'm so excited. I think I just jism-jasmed in my shorts. I'm a brunette. That's okay. You could be a bald brunette. I think that's humanly possible. But I was watching, who's that idiot from the animal rescue show, Joel McHale. He went on and he talked about he's had 4 hair resurfaces. I don't know what you want to call it. Hair transplants. And his hair looks great now. But $10,000 a tug. He said he pays $10,000. Most celebrities that have the hair thing fly to Turkey, the country of Turkey, to get this done. My question I'm posing is, would you ever consider that? I'm going bald. I'm 42. I've accepted it. The headband hat's covered up to a point, but I would never do it. I would never deny Father Time stealing me. What do they call hamburgers? Or why do they call hamburgers hamburgers if there's no ham in it? Because it was invented in Hamburg, Germany. That's why. But it's fine. I understand what you're saying. There is no swine in the hamburger. The hamburger, if I could have any food for the rest of my life, I would have hamburgers over pizza, tacos. I know that's sacrilegious. What would you say? Chat, what would you think? Jost, what's happening? Pineapple. Yes, pineapple is the word today. If we had Pee-wee's Big Fun House, if you remember that show, every time somebody said pineapple, be like, be alarms going off. I'm weird too. I've been collecting every single Good Charlotte album in either CD or vinyl. Just waiting for the new one to come out. That's cool as fuck. Cool. Isn't Good Charlotte, I could be wrong, aren't they the Benji brothers or whatever they are? I think the one is married to Cameron Diaz, who was in something about marrying Charlie's Angels and a bunch of shit. Yeah, pineapple is definitely the word. Again, my favorite pizza when I'm feeling peculiar and strange, which is most of the time, is pepperoni, pineapple, and jalapeno. All those P's, 3 P's in a row, 3 letters of any kind in a row is alliteration. And we love alliteration here. It sounds fun. Oh no. Dual Pan fan forever has a retracted message. That's one of my least favorite things of all time because that could have been the cure for cancer. That could have been where what's his face is buried. The guy, fuck, you guys aren't gonna know it anyway. Golly, what was his name? The fucking guy, the union guy. Oh man, shit. Jimmy Hoffa. Jimmy Hoffa came up with it under the dome. Could have been where Jimmy Hoffa was buried. You never know. It could have been the secret to my success as to get subscribers on YouTube. You could have really retracted messages that would have changed my life forever, and I'll never know. Statistically speaking, probably not. But I don't like the message. I'm a man that would like to know than not know. If I could know when I'm going to die, I would want to know. If I could know if this YouTube thing is ever going to work out in my favor in my entire life, I'd want to know. I just would rather know than not know. The uncertainty, the why of life is so daunting and so haunting. And I can't think of another ing, but I'm sure there are several. I just don't like it. I just want to know, right? Is my lady cheating on me? Even though it would hurt, I would want to know. This is where I lose people. That's okay. I worked at a pizza joint. Nearly everything works. Oh, like on a pizza. I have never had, true story, I've never had sardines on a pizza. So I can't testify to that. I've heard it's fine, very salty. What would you put sardines with on a pizza? Would you put it with pineapple? Pineapple and sardine pizza? Oh, that is maddening. I don't know. That would be... I don't even know if there's any pizza. I'm in a suburb of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I don't even know if there's any pizza places around me that would have sardines to put on a pizza. It would be such a niche, weird, unique thing. I would do that for a video because it's so outlandish. I would try. And then if I threw up, we would just cut. Or we'd have me making the noise and I'd do it off camera, because I'm elegant and shit. I'm walking my fish. How is that possible? What kind of fish? Are there wheels involved? Is the fish in a bag? I want to know. Is it an angel fish? Is it a walkable fish? Are you going around the block or are you just going to a different sector of your house? 4,500 Hot Wheels. That's a shit ton of Hot Wheels, man. Or woman. Either way. That's great. Good for you. My second ex-wife, he paid me, I think he gave me 30% of the sales to sell his Hot Wheels collection when he was growing up. At the time, I think he was like 52 or something like that. It brought, and this was fucking, 12 years ago? 10 years ago? Like you guys know, you don't. And yeah, I don't expect you to. It brought like $2,000. So I did pretty well selling his Hot Wheel cars on eBay. And now they'd be worth a shit ton more. Just like my sports card collection. My baseball card collection would be close to six figures if I wouldn't have sold it in the year 2001. I want to be able to speak my mind. Trust I have a lot to say, but I don't like hurting folks. But at times they get annoying. Dismatic, I'm making up your name because I don't know how to read. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. I think you got to pick your battles. So where it's appropriate, you can say it. Otherwise, you just walk away, and you learn that with age, right? If something is very passionate and affects you, I'll give you an example. If you're paying a masseuse who happens to be your friend, and she likes to talk about your dead dog, or if she likes to be mean about your kids, then you can say, listen, you're blurring the lines between my relaxation time and our friendship. I would prefer you stop. But if it's just somebody that annoys you like me on the internet, you can kindly just swipe away, go to some other page, or say, you know what, your stuff is not for me. You can do it in a brevity type of way, and that means without hurting one's feelings and still getting your point across. You are at 5. I don't know what 5 is. Like my level, like my sound level, I could go to 11. I just don't feel it's warranted at 10, 11 in the morning Central Standard Time. I'm walking my fish. Yeah, tell me more. I want to know what kind of fish. So order pizza already. It's too early and I don't want pizza. If I could have anything in the whole world right now, I'd probably want a double cheeseburger plain. Meat and cheese only, medium rare. I like pink. I like pink in my burger. It's just who I am. Pickles on the side if I could do it. Crispy French fries. I like Chili's. If I gotta go with a fast food burger, Chili's. For some reason, Chili's is right up there. I love their ranch dressing too. Hardly use any of it, but I love it. You're teaching your fish to swim. That's nice. It must be like a school fish. That's off the cuff, pretty kind of clever. A school fish because they're teaching their fish. Get it? School's in session. School fish. I'm trying. I'm watching my cheese. I'm teaching my cheese how to fly. David, that's great. I love it. I'm new here, and nice mic. Thank you so much. It is a real mic. The other one I was using for years and years and years is just a prop. I used to do it for voiceover auditions that I never would get the roles for. And then I'm like, you know what? I actually like the mic. I like the mic. I'm used to it. I had a mobile DJ business at the age of 14, so almost 30 years ago. It is not a flex. I'm just used to having a microphone in my hand. I used to do stand-up. I used to be an actor. I used to be a woman. That last one is a lie. I've always been a dude. I'm happy to be a dude. I would like to only be a dude until I die. Hello! Snab. What's your favorite baked good? I don't know how to say. We'll just call you Tan, because I don't know how to read. I'm new here. Yep, nice mic. Teaching my cheese to fly. That's great. Teaching my fish to swim. As long as we're learning, growing, and swimming. I love it. We're getting along swimmingly. Mr. TV or Mrs. TV. Hello. What is your favorite character on TV? It could be a character from Friends, a character from something relevant. It could be a cartoon animation character. Yes, indeed. The Madden brothers. Okay, that's, we were talking about somebody with the brothers. Oh, yes. Cameron Diaz, Good Charlotte. Yep, back on it, back on track. So I was right. I don't remember what they sang. I know they had a hit or two. I'm not shitting on them. My favorite band is Oasis. I understand how ridiculous that is. Oasis is a 90s band that is now recirculating after 25 fucking years, and their first gig back is the 4th of July. Coincidentally, the 4th of July is my 3-month anniversary on YouTube. They hold that against me every day of my life. Every time I release new content, every time I go live, they hold it against me that I'm not quite at the 3-month mark, but that's okay. Anyway, you're done pooping, David. That's great. That was a lengthy poop. What do you do in the bathroom while you poop? Do you do any gambling? I like to do my DraftKings and FanDuel gambling of the day when I poop. Do you write sonnets and haikus? Sonnets and haikus. That would be nice. I reacted to the fact I like fish. That's great. I like fish too. Yeah. I like betta fish. My dream back in the day was to be wealthy enough to own a fish that ate other fish. It was very unique and bizarre. And then I bought a betta fish once because that was the most affordable. Put it in a tank with a goldfish. Named the goldfish Spot. The beta's fish was Samsonite, true story. And guess what happened? The goldfish eventually ate the beta fish. Like ate around its like gills or whatever the fuck, the thing that makes it swim. And then it just died slowly and painfully. I'm like, that was morbid and I'm never gonna do that again. I was in my early 20s. I did a lot of stupid shit in my early 20s. Like a lot of stupid shit. So that didn't even scratch the surface, but it was relatable because it was a fish thing. Do bugs see cars as bigger bugs since they kind of mimic bugs, like how cars are driving as bugs flying and car doors looking like wings? Just curious. That's a very curious question, MC. I would say, I don't know if they quite understand what a vehicle is, but I would say they view it as a predator. Something that can harm them because they've seen, one, they can't track it because it moves so quickly past them. 2, because it's substantially larger than them. And 3, they probably have lost some relatives and friends to the vehicle death of doom. So I would imagine that the larger the bug, the more purview they have in view of a moving vehicle. But I would guess they would look at that like a predator. Like we would look at a dinosaur as, that's a lot bigger than me, let's stay the fuck away. I don't think ants are eager to see us, right? Because look at the size differential. I don't think spiders are excited to see us. I think it's just the adage, if you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone, except for a moving car, because that would be hard to understand if you're a bug. Hello, Fan Forever. What is your favorite thing to wear on your wrist? Is it jewelry? Is it a watch? Is it an Apple Watch? I want to know stories. Miss Cut or Mr. Cut. Hello, what is your favorite thing to eat at a wedding? Is it cake, cupcakes, the buffet, food? Dude, pizza pineapple with anchovies is sweet and salty. Yep, throw some peppers and there you go. So what kind of peppers? Are we doing hot peppers, sweet peppers, green, red, or orange? I don't see any orange peppers on pizza ever, but that's fine. What is your favorite music artist? Mine is Dua Lipa. I think Dua Lipa's attractive. I couldn't pick her out of a lineup though if I went to like South America. I don't think I could fact find her. Again, my favorite artist is Oasis. It's 90s. I don't know why. You know what you like and you grow up with certain things, and it's I thought earlier today. Thank you so much for the hearts, the emojis. Please subscribe if you haven't. It's free to do so, and it feels mildly good inside when you do. I thought last night into today, if I could remove anything or like everything from the year 2000 to today, like music, movies, I would be happier than a pig in shit. I really would. There is no music from like the year 2000 to current or movies that I'm like, oh my God, I would miss the shit out of this. Or new revolutions, right? Like I would be okay with no TikTok. I would be okay with going back to Vine. That was a 6-second video clip. I would be okay going back to vlogs, right? I'm so grateful for the emojis, the hearts. Thank you so much. But what's your favorite besides Dua Lipa? What's your favorite Dua Lipa song? I know she sells out a lot. Do you know Indonesian food? I don't. I get down with butter chicken curry, which are not Indonesian food. What is an example of Indonesian food? Do they dabble in pineapple? Do they do things with what was the fucking fish that we were talking about on the pizza? Fuck. See, that's the thing about being nutty and crazy. Sometimes you forget what you were just talking about 5 minutes ago. I think it started with an S. Anyway, it was on a pizza. It'll come to me. Pineapple is the word. Guy gets drink with his pet's draft in the bar. Oh, draft passes out on the bar. Dude pays the tab, walks out. Bartender says, you can't leave that lying here. Dude says, that's not a lion, it's a draft. I like it. I like it. 500 drafts walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve your kind. Drafts say, why the long face? That's the best I got right now. It's a little improv comedy. Long face. They don't have a long face. They have a long neck. You know what I mean. I did the reciprocal. What am I listening to? I'm listening to I don't know how loud it is on your end, but it is a nutty mix. That's what I call it on YouTube. A nutty mix that I've acquired through painfully hard-shipped live streams of music that makes me feel okay. It doesn't bring me down. It doesn't escalate me too high. And I'm about 53% success rate of not being slapped with a copy written on a posted live stream video from playing this playlist, right? When I go off the beaten path and I play other songs that are not on this playlist, YouTube has a hissy fit. They give me well, because I'm not monetized, because nobody watches or likes my shit, I'm not really slapped totally with a penance, I guess. But I get like a secret probationary thing, just like my video last night. It was Monday Motivation. I felt bad about the stream yesterday because I got mad at like an 11-year-old kid, which, dude, I'm out of habit being upset with little kids because my daughter's 14 and she acts like she's 31. I admit I fucked up. I shouldn't have let it get to me. I let it get to me. So I'm like, okay, let me do a video that's solely for the youth of YouTube. And let me say, celebrate your weirdness. Because I wish when I was going through that, I had somebody that said, it's okay to be you. Don't try to be somebody you're not. Find yourself, and that's going to change, and that's okay. So I did this like 17-second video, just improv, no lines, no rehearsal, just to be like, hey, youth people, it's okay to be weird. You're going to go through some weird shit. It's okay. And YouTube hated that. So much so that they did not push out that video at all. It has 10 total views. Half of those are from me. Again, I appreciate the emojis. Sup, 4K? 4K, what's your favorite time of the year? Favorite time of the year? Mine would be fall. Can you sing Espresso from Sabrina Carpenter? I've heard her sing it once and it was on SNL. So I don't remember how it goes. I think it's just Espresso. Oh, no, see, that would be bad. I would if I knew it. I just, again, anything from like the last 25 years, I don't know a whole lot about. I'd like to know more sometimes, only if it helps move the pendulum forward. Today is my birthday, but don't wish because whoever wishes me turns gay. Danish, that's a great line. How about bi-curious? Anyway, not happy birthday then. I wish you have the unhappiest unbirthdayed ever. Does that qualify? I think I did the workaround. I don't want to say reach around because then your plan would be working famously. In your mouth, that's the craziest thing you've done. Oh, it's fuck. See, it's working. Tash, did you catch that? If you're still here, it's working. Now I'm thinking everything's gay. In my youth, what's the craziest thing I've done? I mean, I was a little shit for sure. I learned from a very early age, like early teens, like 11. That's not even a teenager. Preteen. I had a cop come to the door once, and I think it was for pulling a fire alarm, which was dumb, I admit. And my dad said, "Look, I'm going to give you one pass, but if you have the cops come to the door, right, I'm going to have to discipline you, and you're not going to like that." And my dad was one that didn't fuck around with discipline once he disciplined you, right? He'd take off the belt, and he'd do the snap thing with the belt to foreshadow the beating. And I got beaten with the belt a lot. I had a great childhood. That was the 90s, right? That was a different time. You couldn't do that now. Well, you could. You'd get in a lot of trouble for it. Anyway, to the story, he said, as long as I don't know about it, I can't discipline you, right? And what that meant to me was be smarter about the shit I do. And I never was caught again, like caught cops coming to the door, right? And so I still got ass whoopings, but like not by the cops, right? Like I got smarter. But I did a lot of stupid shit, man. A lot of stupid, crazy shit. I remember like middle school, I stole the hall passes. A whole pad of them. And I would forge hall pass notes in middle school. And I'd write myself out of class all the time. And I'd just go dick around the school. I'd go home for a little bit. I'd come back. When I was in high school, I would write myself out of class too. When I was 18, I could leave. I had my own mobile DJ business, so I'd say I had a meeting with somebody. I would just bounce, and I did very, very well in high school. It was a great time for me. Some might say I peaked in high school. Okay. Guy agrees to spend 20 years married anniversary at home. Oh, the marriage anniversary, okay. Wife cooks food. Has to get escargot at the restaurant. How can I read escargot, but I can't read your names? Returning, he passes. His friends get him drunk. 2 hours later, he returns home. Okay. Dylan, what's happening? What's going on? What's your favorite Bob Dylan song? Give my friend a shout out. It's probably not going to happen because usually when somebody wants a shout out, it's something racist that comes out of my mouth, even though if I slow it down and add diction, you can't tell. But if I was lazy and lethargic when I said it, it would probably be something racist. So I'm going to say, pass. Tiger Bro, what's happening? Tiger Bro, how you been? A little early, isn't it? That's what I think. He falls into the garden, drops the snails, the escargot. Spoiler, escargot are snails, and they're fucking delicious if made the right way with butter and garlic, by the way. Wife opens the door angrily. Dude on his knees tells snails, come on, guys, nearly there. Yeah, exactly. I like it, because it's dinner and it's a slow-moving joke. I love it. I love it. Sometimes snails win races, you know? Will you become an alcoholic? Oh, you became an alcoholic. Well, I did. I was very adamant into drinking, and then I stopped drinking for an entire year and 3 months. Like a year ago, I was sober completely. And now I am exclusively red wine only. If I've had a really tough day, if I'm very much in my head and I need to relax, because I don't smoke weed. I think if I found a way to moderately smoke weed, I could relax and chill. I don't have a problem getting up there, like energy-wise, it's coming back down. But I would drink every day, but I was managing a bar too. So that's no excuse, but we would do shot 30, I called it. So every hour on the hour, we would do a shot of Jameson whiskey. So, I had 12-hour shifts most of the day. So 12 shots of Jameson whiskey, and then afterwards I'd drink beer, and then your days off, you're like, well, I feel like shit. I should probably drink more Jameson. Yeah, I'm not proud of that stuff. Oh boy, sorry, I hit the wrong button. I'm good. I'm glad you're good. Flower, oh, everybody's in here. 14 likes, I know. Oh, thank you so much, Flower. Yeah, it's hands down a record. It's fucking, we've never hit more than 10. Animal Game. Hello, Flower. Oh, Amari, everybody's here. Dylan, holy shit, it's like a reunion. Oh boy, I've got a new game if we want to play. We haven't played any games in the last 3 live streams. Amari, I I think you might have retracted your comment, but I responded anyway. I'm open. I'm open to shit. I'm open to collaborations, celebrations, claminations, anything. I just don't know how to do it. Email me and tell me what you need from me. I'll do my best to do it. I do have this game for fucking Friday that I haven't even opened. It's Tuesday. It's a guess in 10. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay. Just email me. I don't know what to do. I don't know what that entails. I'm old. I don't know what I'm doing. I do the best with what I got, and sometimes it's good enough, sometimes it's not. And that's okay. Topic of the day. Holy shit, there's 31 votes on the poll. I haven't even checked it yet. Olive. What kind of olives do we enjoy? Do we enjoy green or black? I'm a black olive exclusive guy. I think the green ones are too salty. And I don't like martinis. If I was going to drink any alcohol at all, which I'm not, it would be a Bloody Mary. I'm team Bloody Mary. But if I drink anything anymore, it is a nice Cabernet. We can play it. What up, gang? I called collab off Nutty. Okay, sure. Just walk me through it. Is removing my comments. Oh, sure. I don't like retracted comments because, again, I think it could be something earth-shattering. It could be the winning Powerball numbers. It could be how long my marriage is going to last. It could be will I ever get married again? It could be anything. And I'll never know. It could be is Pete Rose in heaven or hell? I don't know. In the 90s, we bailed a party to get back to the city clubs. On the way back, we crashed a carnival party at this farm type. We were effed up. That's cool. Jost, yeah. I've crashed parties. The coolest thing I've ever crashed my entire life was like 5 years ago. And it was Cincinnati. If you've ever been, it's not a lot of fun. But if you cross the bridge, you're in Kentucky, right? So I crossed the fun bridge into Kentucky, and my lady at the time, and I crashed what was a former Masons party. So the Masons, the Freemasons, they're not a cult, but they're a club, an educated club that pays dues, and they're all over the United States of America. And these were former members of Masonry. So they did not accept currency of any kind. A violation of rules has been detected. Is this real? Is this notification real or is this fake? A violation of rules has been detected. Ensure to stop to avoid ban. Is this real? Can somebody tell me if this is real? Let's talk in my channel, dude. Can you grab the camera for Lamar Jackson edit? Does anybody know? Is this a real notification or is this fake? Does anybody know? I don't know. Can anybody tell me? It's fake. Oh, okay. Thanks. I don't know if you're telling the truth or not. I don't know if you know, but it feels fake. It's very blown up. I've never seen that before. It's like, what did I do this time? I don't like. I posted an inspirational video that they didn't push out last night. What else have I done that they don't like? I'm like, shit. It's so ridiculous. Like, here I am trying to inspire and help other people. Maybe it's because I talked about the former Freemasons. Anyway, that was the coolest thing I've ever. They didn't accept cash or credit card. I had to be friends with people in order to get drinks. Earl's a cool guy. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for that. Yeah, you had me. I had never seen that before. If it was real, you wouldn't have gotten notifications from YouTube. You would have gotten kicked. Yep, that's fair. Tiger Bro, thanks for that. Yeah, they like to send me emails about double secret probations that I'm on. And I'm looking right now. Yeah. No emails right now. But yeah, they do. I don't know what it is. They like to be rubbed this way, right, YouTube? And then I go like this sometimes, and they don't like that. I understand I'm very dispensable to YouTube. It's okay. Sing a song, please. I keep dancing on my own. That's what's playing right now. I do appreciate the thumbs up. I'm truly grateful. Thanks for the subscriptions. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I do enjoy it. I do this for free. So your likes, your comments, your emojis are my currency. Oh, you can do this on a cell phone. There's a cell phone app for this. This is a brand new game that I had Friday that we had not played yet. How did it go this long without playing? I don't know. We can go with this. 10 or more minutes. Jimbo Bimbo, hi. What do you collect, Jimbo Bimbo? Do you collect anything? We have Hot Wheels. We had, I don't know, magazines, old magazines. You can collect a lot of things. You can collect old Playboys. There's value in some of that. I think the Hot Wheels one was a pretty rad thing to collect. I have a character that collects rejection letters from his life, places that wouldn't hire him, shitty things his mom said. It's a very comical character, and you can access it for free by just subscribing and watching later. Cut cat. Okay. So this is a guess in 10. We got it Friday. We haven't played any games since Thursday or Friday. Anywho, what you want to do is I'm going to give 10 total clues, hopefully less than 10. You want to guess this in as few clues as possible. For those playing after this is posted, you can play along too. It's fun to do. I will give clues. I will reiterate clues. I want, when you succeed, I succeed, right? And again, this is for you. Everything I do is for you. I have 11 Mazda Hot Wheels. That's amazing. I collect everything I can, Omari. That's great. I'm from Holland. In the 90s, we used to take a cab to Amsterdam when clubbing and escape till 6. Took cab. Well, that's crazy. That stuff is outrageous. You're close to Temptation Island. I don't know at the age of 11, though. That's did you say 11 or did I just read 11? I think I just read 11 because I had a feud with an 11-year-old yesterday on the stream and it was terrible. Anyway, guess at 10. There are no wrong answers except for the wrong answers. Okay. You come here when you're not feeling well or you are injured. You come here when you're not feeling well or you are injured. Again, we have 3 categories to help you. They are buzzwords, facts, and clues. I start with a clue because they are the most dominant and prominent to get you to guess the correct thing. These are around town. So this is the theme. Things you'd find by walking about in a city around town. Hospital, clinic, we're going to give it to you. That's in 1, ladies and gentlemen. You got it in 1. Doctor's office. Totally correct. Oh, I love it. You guys are great. Shortcut, you got it. Amari, you got it. Dismatic, you got it. Hospital Tiger Bro, you got it. All the clues just for a formality here. You come here when you're feeling unwell or are injured. People come here to get checkups. If you jump too high and fall, you'll have to give this place a call. This is guess in 10. And you guessed it in 1, which is the best you can possibly do. Give yourselves a round of applause. Well done. Well done. Buzzwords were indoors, gloves, and health. Fact, indoor service, adults and children, doctor, nurse, receptionist, etc. I like this game so much better already than the piece of shit I had to return last week. The one last week were food, which I thought food would be outstanding to do, but it was the most ridiculous format of a game I've ever seen in my entire life. That was my first ever Amazon Prime exchange. I don't know. Exchange, return. Return's the word. Super easy to do, by the way. You print off or you just show on your phone this fucking like receipt scan thing. You go to any UPS store. I'm not sponsored by Amazon. And I already did the not sponsored by thing today. But if I did another one, it'd be Amazon Prime. And they just take your shit. I didn't even package it. They just take it. A couple hours later, you get a notification on Alexa saying, we received your shit. You got a refund. I'm like, that's spectacular. Another retracted message. Escape from a big club. Yeah, I mean, that's a dangerous town. Last time I was in Amsterdam, there was a lovely bartender who had the most unique tip jar I've ever seen. She's like, saving up until I can get boobs because she was an A or a B cup and she wanted full-blown breasts. And I think by now she probably has her boobs. But I thought that was a great advertisement for tatas. I thought it was a great get for tips. Nurse. Questioned right, a bit personal. Are you a redhead? No, I'm not, and that's not personal at all. I am going white. I'm not even going gray. I looked at photos of me in LA the other day that were just like, you know how Facebook sometimes is like, remember 10 years ago when you were like somewhat stable in life? And I was like 50 pounds lighter, and all my hair was brown and black. I'm like, what the fuck happened to me? You know, that third divorce just... It got me. Do another card. I need some rest. Bye. Tiger Bro, I get it. We have 3 different games. Well, we have a more than that, we have Would You Rather, which I love Would You Rather. And we have 2 guess and tens. We have the animal edition and this one this is the new hotness. This is the new one that we just got that you guys aced. Tiger Bro, I'm going to miss you, pal. Let's do another one of these, see if you can match your perfect score. Okay, clues. I have rows of washing machines. Oh boy, these clues are just giving it away, aren't they? I have rows of washing machines is your first clue. Wow, I should probably read them first and then give you a lesser, like, laundromat. Yeah, you got it first. Laundromat. All the clues. I have rows of washing machines. You come here to clean your clothes. Wash, dry, fold, repeat. Buzzwords: indoor, clean machine, fax, indoor, service, adults, laundry person. I don't think there's a laundry person at laundromats. You'd have to go to a very high-scale laundromat to have a laundry person. That would be called a dry cleaners. If there's a laundry attendant, it would be a dry cleaners. But yes. Oh, yeah, just like you said. Dismatic, dry cleaning. I'd still give it to you. Well done. 2 for 2, which is not too bad. I am a fan of winners. I'm a fan of people who are winning. That's fantastic plastic. All right, would you rather sit next to a crying baby on every flight? That is annoying. As a man that had a baby and traveled a lot, I still have the baby, but she's not a baby anymore. You know what I'm saying, right? Would you rather have a crying baby next to you on every flight you ever take, or next to a stranger that can't stop talking? Again, would you rather sit next to a crying baby on every flight, or next to a stranger who won't stop talking? I will go first. I think the answer is a person that won't stop talking. I would rather have that. Because there are different levels, and maybe you can try to negotiate. I don't want to say terrorist. With that individual that likes to chatter, I think you could say, how about I buy you a drink and we have 5 minutes of silence? I think you can rationale with an excessive talker on a flight, but you can't speak baby and be like, goo goo gaga, shut the fuck up. Like, you know what I mean? And the baby is different decibel levels, so it's more of a chirp. Any hooser. Next to a baby. You'd rather be next to a baby that's crying. Okay. Dino's. I think of Thin Lizzy when I read the word Dino's. It was a roadside restaurant. Windows wooden up, so it was in Ohio, because I've lived there. I understand. Opened at 6 pimps. All the club was filled with guns, dope, and the hottest girls. Oh, yeah, I've been to places like that. That's cool. I've been to strip clubs like that. I've been to strip clubs that you BYOB. You bring your own booze into a strip club in, like, South Carolina. I think that's very befuddling to me that you can bring in your own booze into a strip club. Like, you pay for ice. Like, you pay, like, a service fee. And then you pay for mixers. So if you bring in vodka and you want orange juice or Sprite, they charge you for the mixers. But that's how they get the loophole around the liquor license. I wouldn't want that. If I had a strip club, I would not want the ability for people to bring in their own booze. One, you're losing a shit ton of money. And two, the safety of the ladies. I don't get it. The baby, it's easier to throw out the plane window. That's a funny answer. That's a funny response. I like that. I will cheers to that. 6 a.m., totally F till 1 p.m. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it. Oh, you get McDonald's today. That's great. Cool. What's your go-to order from McDonald's? I like the double quarter pounder with cheese plain, large size with a Coke. And it never comes in right. It's usually like the fries are either small, the Coke's either diet. But it's okay. They do the best with what they got. I can speak baby languages. Goo goo. It means I'm hungry. Gaga means I'm happy. That's great. Omari, I wish I would have had you on several flights next to me. But I would rather, again, go with the guy that just won't stop talking. I think you can negotiate with somebody like that. Whereas a baby, it's just like, you put something in its mouth and hope it falls asleep. It's tough. Oh, I mean, this one's kind of lame. Would you rather be able to perfectly draw anybody's face from memory? So, Abraham Lincoln, right? Suzanne Summers. That's a throwback that nobody's going to get, and that's fine. I get it. Or be able to imitate anyone's voice perfectly. Ooh, Abraham Lincoln. We don't know what he sounds like. I haven't even seen the movie Lincoln with the guy with 3 words in his name. Forgot his name. Daniel Day-Lewis. Yeah, that's it. Look at me remembering things and such. Suzanne Summers. What is that exercise thing? You guys won't know, but it's fine. The jazzercise, she had the fucking thing. I'm doing the motion with my legs right now. She had this crazy thing in the 80s that she would pimp out. Anyway, the question is, would you rather be able to perfectly draw anyone's face from memory, or be able to imitate anyone's voice perfectly? That's it. We didn't do our vocal warm-ups. That's 2 days in a row. That's okay. I'm feeling the diction. I'm feeling okay. So would you rather be able to draw anybody's face from memory perfectly, or imitate anybody's voice perfectly? I would have to go, personally, with the voice for what I do. Think of that. Think of that extra layer of comedic genius that I could do that nobody would watch or see because YouTube hates me and they don't push out my shit. But I would imitate so many people. Like, I would love the ability to imitate. If you draw, you're just like good in a mall or on a beach, right? Like, how else could you expose your great drawings from memory of people? Especially when you got fucking like ChatGPT coming in hot, right? That's me though. I can speak, baby. You won't lose money if you get them to pay $1K a bottle they bring. Oh, yeah, like a bottle service fee? Yeah, I mean, we're talking on strip clubs. The BYOB strip clubs I've been to, nobody would have $1,000 between them to even spend on the ladies, right? That's good in theory. That would work in a Vegas type of situation, but it's not going to work in the places I'm aware of. But yeah. We did bottle service one time in Vegas at a strip club, and it was like $600 for a bottle of Grey Goose, and it just came with these mixers that had like the cling wrap on top of them, and they were in like flutes, and it was like cranberry juice and fucking orange juice, and I'm a simple man. I could have went with like Fleischmann's vodka, which is, if you don't know, the shittiest vodka known to man. It doesn't matter to me, right? Especially if I hit like a peak of like, it's my fourth, fifth drink, it won't matter after that to me. Yeah. I got onion rings, french fries, salad, chicken nuggets. Holy shit, that's awesome. Wow, that's a lot. I didn't know McDonald's had onion rings. That's okay. Imitate anyone's voice. I'm with you, shortcut. Actually, maybe the drawing one. Yeah, I mean, drawing would be a cool... Like, to me, if I could draw anything or anybody at any time, that would be one of those sensational skills I'd love to have, like playing a piano at a piano bar or a nice hotel. Like, you're going to check in, and you're just unassuming, and then you just drop your shit, and then you fucking play this elegant thing on a piano, and then you just go back and pretend like nothing happened, and people are like on their phones like, oh my god, look what happened. Somebody played something we know on a piano. Oh my god, this person drew a fucking president like nobody's business. But for me specifically, selfishly, I would like the ability to imitate any voice, because I'm already contemplating a Mark Wahlberg sketch where I shit on Mark Wahlberg and his stupid fashion brand Municipal. And it'd be great if I could sound as much like Mark Wahlberg as possible, because I don't look like him. So that's an easy one for me. The drawing one, I want to sound like a famous celebrity to get free food. That would be cool. I know people that do that they call in for reservations. There's plenty of sketches about it too. I would never make one because it's already been out there and done. I like to come original, as 311 once said. Yeah, there's people that like say, okay, what's the name? And they might put a doctor in front of their name, you know, like if they're reserving a hotel or something at a restaurant. Or they might say Michael Jordan, and they'll be like, the Michael Jordan? Be like, well, I'm the, yeah, sure. And then they show up and they're disappointed as shit. No useless, no unless we had long conversations or interactions. Okay, that's fair. I mean, I can draw Brandon Boyd from memory along with the... Oh, okay. Yeah. Because you're the Good Charlotte. Yeah, I'm back with you. Sometimes it takes me a while to read. And sometimes, like, when I read things, it's like what I want to see, right? Like, my brain is just whatever the topic is. So, like, now I'm on Mark Wahlberg. So everything I see is, like, Wahlburgers, and, like, it's short-lived. And then today's sketch is going to be about throwing out old meat. I don't know how I'm going to make it work, but I will. And so, like, I'll see what I'm constantly fixated on. I don't know if that's disillusionment, I'm just nutty, wacky, or if that's a reading impairment. Either way, it's something I go through. I told you the story because you mentioned the 90s. Amsterdam and Holland were just the wild those days. Oh, yeah, sure. Like Sunset Boulevard and West Hollywood. come up to the house music every day, totally faced with etc. Doing what? Dang, that was just to foot. Okay, I see, and then I read foot job. I'm like, you got a foot job? I guess you could easily get a foot job in Amsterdam. I don't have a foot fetish, but I was talking to somebody about OnlyFans yesterday and about the feet fetishes and shit. And so again, my brain. What's the strip club? Amari, I don't know. I couldn't remember the names of them. I know there's several of them. Even recently, there was one I went to a few years ago that was a BYOB, and I think it was in... Fuck, where was I? I was heading toward St. Louis. I don't know if it was in Illinois or Missouri. Anyway, it was BYOB, and usually when I'm driving, I have something in the car, and I just brought that in. And they'll provide ice for a fee. Elijah and Jesus returned women and then marry each other soon. The entire government of every country knows the wedding is already paid for. Okay, Elijah, that's fine. Selling the gospel is a sin. Okay, we're not selling everything. You know, you can subscribe for free. Everything I do here is free. Yeah, liking is free. Thumbs ups are free. Emojis are free. Communication is free. My 134 days in a row of comedic sketches, all free. Even my OnlyFans page, which I don't do nudity on, but it's for the spicier sketches I do with more adult language and adult content, that is free. Everything I do is free. I haven't made one nickel since I started this whole roller coaster ride, February 11th. Haven't made one nickel, so everything I do is free. Jesus died for you. Yeah, crucial VR. Yeah, I believe that too. Died for my sins. Yep, that's fine. You can believe whatever you want. That's my belief. But I don't go on various live streams saying that, but you can. It's fine. What strip clubs do you do a strip club? Well, I mean, it's women. I've never been to a man strip club. I was paid to strip for a bachelorette party once. That was in Chicago. That was when Craigslist was a big thing. You guys remember Craigslist? I was so broke, and I was a stand-up comedian, and I needed money anywhere, any which way I could get it. And I put on in Chicago on Craigslist, "We'll do anything for money," right? One of those titles, and it was a description of like giving examples of things I would do for money. And somebody reached out and like, "I don't know if you're real, but you sound crazy enough. This might work." We just, she didn't want a stripper at her bachelorette party, but we want some sort of comedic rhythm to it. You don't keep your bottoms on. And I'm like, okay. So I wore something, at that time, it was before I went to LA, so I didn't have a pair of Speedos, but I wore something like revealing that wasn't revealing. And then the big get at that time was Gangnam Style, if you remember that song by Psy. So I came in, this woman was so surprised she wanted to throw up. I started gyrating and stripping off my clothes. I got paid, I think, $40, and I got to keep their boombox. So anyway. Rabbit visits a bakery. Jesus. Okay, cool. Blazer Wolf. Hello. Do you collect anything? That's a great question. Next, the rabbit returns. Looks in the pies through the window. Baker sees him. Rabbit goes in and asks, "Do you have any carrot pie?" Baker says, "No, we've got cherry pie, etc." Next thing you know, the next day the same. Okay. Oh boy, I wonder how this will end. Do we like carrot cake? Do we like carrot pie? I don't know if there's a carrot pie, but there's carrot cake. I'm very finicky with my baked goods. I like what I like. My favorite... 20 thumbs up. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Our goal was 10. We had never hit 10. Now we've doubled that. And then you got to account for the time value of thumb currency, which means once this goes public, I will lose half of them. So hopefully, in the end, we still have 10. So I'm grateful. Thank you so much. If you haven't, please like, subscribe, tell your parents about it. It is free to do so. I'm grateful for everything. Yo, Oreki. Yo, what's going on? What's your favorite thing to bake? Do you bake? If you don't, that's fine. I'm the 20th. Omari, that's great. Now we're at 20. Well, things are going great. And they're fucking awesome. I'm phenomenally well. This is the best. Oh, now we lost one. See, this is why I can't talk about it too much. We're at 21 thumbs. That's amazing. How are you, more importantly? How's your Tuesday? Next day, Rabbit enters the bakery, asks, "Do you have carrot pie?" Baker says, yes, I've made some. Rabbit goes, disgusting, isn't it? I agree. Silly rabbit. Carrot cakes are for kids. I don't like carrot cake because it has to be the right consistency for the icing. Is it cream cheese? Is it buttercream? I'm a buttercream frosting guy. Marble cake. I don't like chocolate cake. I don't like chocolate, really anything unless it's fudgy and doughy. But for some reason, the balance, right? It's all about balance between vanilla and chocolate with the marble cake. I like it. I don't bake. That's okay. Does anybody in your life bake, like cookies or whatever? What's your favorite thing to eat that's baked? Can you touch the screen for Lamar Jackson edit? Yeah, I mean, touch. Lamar Jackson. I think it's the Ravens' year. I think we've had this conversation. I do believe in the Ravens. And then they picked up Jaheir Alexander for free from the stupid Green Bay Packers. I am in Wisconsin. I think Green Bay doesn't know what they're doing at all. So why would you have 6 similar wide receivers? Why wouldn't you just have one dominant guy and 2 or 3 that replace everybody that's going to get injured this year? I don't know. The Ravens do it well. The Ravens make sure that you have fucked up or have had some resistance in the past, and then they get you for free. And then they fucking drag their feet and their hands to give you a massive extension. And then when they do, you live up to it. I think it's the Ravens' year for sure. I'm cheering for the Ravens or the Bills this year. As for the AFC, the NFC can suck a dick. I don't think there's anybody in the NFC that I would be excited about to see do well, except for like a team that was shit. Who would I want in the NFC? I guess it'd be fun to see the Cowboys get there and lose. Oh, thank you so much, Blaze Wolf. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a wonderful day. I appreciate it. If you haven't, feel free to hit that subscribe button. It's free. It'll make you feel mildly good inside. And if you want to, you can write comments. I respond to every single comment, even the mean ones. I respond to everything on all platforms. Today's mean one was, what is wrong with this guy? Which I thought was hilarious. I woke up to that. That was on my probiotic sketch. And I just countered with, you obviously don't take probiotics, because if you did, you would understand the sketch. And the sketch, I was telling my lady last night, we were talking about the probiotic sketch. And she's like, well, it's about probiotics. I'm like, no, the sketch is not about probiotics. I needed a vehicle to be myself. I needed something to drive in to be nutty and to be crazy and to be wacky. And it felt so fucking good to do. Sometimes I just want to do the crazy and outlandish things because it makes me feel good inside. You know, when you do anything for 133, 134 days in a row, it gets stale. Right? And you got to find clever ways to make it interesting, especially if you're not getting the results you're doing. Like, imagine having a job where you worked 133 days in a row and you received 0 paycheck, 0 pay, 0 anything. And if anything, your boss is telling you consistently that you're not funny and you're not doing a good job. That is what it's like for me in this journey. It's crazy as shit. So sometimes I got to do some wackadoo things. But anyway. Oh, yes. Thank you so much. Indonesian food. Yes, you did mention that. Rice with saute. Am I reading that right? There's a lot of words I can't read, but it sounds good. Is that... Okay. I don't think it's Indonesian food, but it could be similar or on the wavelength. Not chickpeas, but peas where they're smashed and pashed up, right? Pashed, I made up a word. And then you just take the peas and and then you put them in like this weird triangular thing and you fry it. And then you eat it. It's like a vegetarian dish. It's kind of got some spices in it. It's not going to kill you spices. Is that Indonesian or is that something else? And I can't remember what it's called. Do you know what I'm talking about? You take a bunch of peas and you smash them, you gash them, you plash them. I'm making up words now. And then you fry it up and it's got some spices inside. Is that Indonesian? I don't know. I'm trying. New England. I like New England a lot. Not the teams, Hunter 20, but I like the area. Boston is the most walkable city in the United States of America. That is a fact. Last I checked. I love it. I love the history of it. I love the food. I just don't like the actors in Hollywood that are from Boston. I don't like that because they always have to say they're from Boston. We get it. It's like if you went to Notre Dame. Anybody that's ever gone to Notre Dame is like, hey, just so you know, you could be talking about the weather. Like, it's really hot outside. Yeah, but I went to Notre Dame. Nobody gives a fuck, right? I'm not saying who gives a fuck that you're from New England. I'm saying actors in Hollywood. But that's great. I love it. Dude, really, find Indonesian food. It's in Holland popular. Okay, that's cool. I'll have to take a look-see. But does anybody know what I'm talking about with the smashed peas? Is that Indian? That could be Indian-based. I think that's Indian-based. I do like Indian food. Yeah, that's not Indonesian. Yeah, I think so. Hi there, Cookie and something. Cookie and Tootsie show? Either way, however you say it, hello, welcome in, yeah. What's your favorite day of the week? We'll go with that. Wow, it's your 11th birthday. Brooks, happy birthday. I wish you the best of birthdays. I'm going to pretend I didn't read that you're 11. I'm just assuming everybody is 18 and above so I don't get in trouble with YouTube for the 88th time. I think I've been, for somebody that has no popularity, hardly any subscribers, and is not monetized, I think I might be the problemest child ever for YouTube. They send me notifications all the time about what a disappointment I am and how my shit's secretly blocked. And I don't even know what they do. They just send me the, hey, you're fucked and you're doing this for nothing. But they don't ever tell me why. Again, the why. I would always want to know the why. Like, why did that happen? And I never know. It's your birthday tomorrow, Megan. Happy early birthday. That's awesome. What is it that you asked for your birthday? 56. 56 is a great age, I guess. I'm 42, but I've dated a lot of 56-year-olds. After the second divorce, I said never again. I'm never going to date anybody younger than me, and I haven't. I've slept with people younger than me, but I've never dated anybody younger after the second divorce. And it's been a whirlwind of a change. I prefer, especially in a group activity, that I'm the youngest. It's not something I need to do to feel good about myself. It's just relativity, right? Like, I feel movies, music, media, those things matter. And like last night, I watched a movie from the 80s, one of my favorites of all time, called Vision Quest. Wonderful soundtrack, too. If I was in a room of 20-somethings and I started quoting lines from the movie Vision Quest, nobody's going to understand it at all. If I start singing Lunatic Fringe by Red Rider, nobody's going to know it. There is a chance, if I'm in a room of 56-year-olds, they're going to be like, oh, Loudon Sway, and they might get Lunatic Fringe. They might not. Oh, no, Joe's not a retracted message. No, we hate that because it could have been where the treasure is buried, the Ark of the Covenant, and we'll never know. Cookie, thank you so much. Subscriptions are free. Thumbs ups are free. All this is free. It's free. It's free. It's free. And it feels good inside. You're helping an old content creator. There's very few of us left. We're dinosaurs. We quit because it's so difficult to do. Again, 133 days in a row is mind-numbing. It's insane. Your cat is biting your foot, Omari. That's terrible. Bite it back. You're still single. Hey, that happens. It happens to all of us. There's a variety, a myriad of reasons that could be. Could be you just got over a hardship. Could be maybe you're not ready for one. Maybe you're not looking. Maybe you're not out there active, right? It'd be like me trying to get the YouTube thing off the ground and subscribers without doing any live streams or without posting any content. Not saying that's the case with you, but maybe you should go out there and see. You know, maybe do a Tinder or like an Our Time, if Our Time still exists. When I was in Atlanta, Georgia, I was so sick of younger people that I joined Our Time and lied about my age. And it worked. I did very well. Once I realized this ain't working, being honest about my age, I had to manipulate my age. So I think I said it was 50 when I was like 34, or whatever age I was. And then I had some fun. Anyway, Cookie, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I do not know, Megan. That's okay. You don't know what you want for your birthday? That's all right. But if you got anything in the world, money's no object, and it could be something silly like a unicorn. It could be a nonsensical thing. It could be a reindeer. It could be extra plasma. I don't know why, but maybe that's what you desire. It could be for Taylor Swift to have a cup of tea with you at noon. Anything in the whole world, what would it be? YouTube send you notifications saying you are FD. That's funny. I don't... Oh, flagged. They give me double secret probation warnings, actually. Like, they'll say, you played copywritten music that is banned in, countries that nobody gives a shit about. A lot of it is silent but deadly to me, like shadow banning. They don't tell you, right? It's like when you're in a committed relationship and they're cheating on you and they don't tell you and you don't find out for years. And you're just like, oh, I just love my person that I'm with. And then you find out they were fucking your best friend. That's what it is like every single day for me on YouTube and social media. They don't tell me why they don't push out my videos. And then I'll ask ChatGPT to watch it in 2 seconds, which somehow they're able to do. And they'll be like, well, was there a hook in the first 3 seconds? I'm like, there's always a hook in the first 3 seconds. Always, always, always. Well, did you swear? Did you remove clothing? No. Well, we don't know. But here are the things that might have happened. And it's like, fuck off. My last video on YouTube was specifically made just for YouTube. I didn't even count it as a sketch. It was just a bonus, like, because there's a lot of young people that are on these live streams, and by a lot, I mean a handful or less. And when I was young, I never had anybody in my corner saying, it's okay to be fucking weird. And I'm saying it's okay to be fucking weird. Do things out of the norm. Do things that you wouldn't normally do. Find yourself. It's okay. As long as you're not hurting other people or yourself, fucking do it, right? In yesterday's video, I ate tacos on a Monday instead of a Tuesday. Not a big deal. I ate my cereal with a fork instead of a spoon. Not a big deal. I did a word search in the dark. Not a big deal. These are things that you can do that make you who you are, and then you find yourself. Over exploration and time, you will find who you really are. Whether that's a asshole who just cares about money, somebody that's a bleeding heart that cares about things that aren't plant-based that people eat, whatever it is, you'll find yourself if you put yourself out there. So it was an inspirational thing, and they're just like, nope, no inspiration allowed for you. That's not what you do. We are not pushing that forward. Keep doing husband-wife comparisons. That's what you do. We'll fuck you over. Cookies, hello again. I love the emojis, man. I just love the emojis. Something spectacular about emojis, and I love the bright shininess. So I've tried a bunch of different programs to do this from my Mac, and none of them will work because YouTube doesn't push it to anybody besides the subscribers, and that really hurts my feelings. But there was a bunch of like overlays or whatever they're called, and things, pop-ups that I can do that are bright, shiny, like emoji-based, that I just fucking love, and I can put banners and shit. But what's the point if I can't get any new people, right? What's the point of doing the stream? Can't do it, right? So my point is, I love the emojis. It makes me wish what could have been with the programs. But maybe after my 3-month mark, or if there's ever a dream that comes through and I could get monetized for this crazy fucking thing, maybe they'll give me more people and I can utilize the program so I can have things bright, shiny, and mythological, magical. Did you see my YouTube channel? I did. I liked it. I don't know the video game stuff. I won't lie about it. I don't play it, so I don't know if that's good content or not. But you had one out there with the Pringle stuff. I think that's a great video. I commented on it. If anybody ever wants me to check out their page, not like I'm an expert by any stretch of the imagination, you can look at my subscriber count, you can look at my content and be like, yeah, this guy is not where he should be based off of the volume in which he produces, and I'd say yes. But if you ever want my honest opinion about anything, just comment on any of my videos. Response is guaranteed. So I did check out your page. I think that was great. You set up the Pringles cans. I think that's spectacular. And I think you said, what am I missing here? I think you could do that with a lot of things, or like or what's your favorite flavor, or any of that. I think that's great. Anything that would provoke and invoke original thought and a response. I think that's amazing. I think you should keep doing stuff like that. Again, I don't know the video game stuff, so maybe you're killing that. I don't know. I couldn't give you an honest opinion about that. Yeah, Jost. I mean, they're doing it without words. Like I said, like a partner that you're in a relationship with for a long period of time that's cheating on you and you don't know. That's kind of what it is. The goat! Hey, goat! How the neighborhood kids treating you? Ah, yes. The goat. I got the goat tattoo on the back of my shoulder, which I said before. Colin, what's happening? Do you collect anything? What's your favorite animal? If you could eat anything in the world right now, what would it be? I would go with a tart or something like a brulee, something from France. I don't know. I just want like a nice Americano and a nice croissant from France. WASP, I don't know what that means. I think that's something for people under my age demographic. I have to Google a lot. When people make acronyms of letters I don't understand or comprehend, I have to Google it, and I feel old every fucking time. I'm sure it's a great thing. I just don't know what it means. I was too lazy to wash the frying pan, so I just wiped out a little and then cooked steak, chicken, and omelet steak. That sounds delicious. That's what I do. 90% of the frying pan for me are eggs. Like what I make are eggs, and I just take a fucking paper towel, just push it away, and I'm good. because I use like this olive oil or avocado, whatever the lady gives me to spray in it, and then fucking just comes right out. I love it. So, favorite movie, The GOAT. Well, my favorite movie of all time is a little movie that nobody ever saw called Pump Up the Volume. It's a 90s movie from Christian Slater. I do like 80s and 90s movies primarily. That's what I grew up with. That was my coming of age movie. Last night I watched one of my favorites, Vision Quest. Is a wrestler and turns 18 and he has to lose a bunch of weight to fight this like wrestler who's never won from a rival town. Recently I watched Cruel Intentions again. I grew up with that movie. Love that movie. I can't believe how young Ryan Felipe and others look in that. The chick from Sweet Home Alabama, forgot her name, but she is the love interest. They actually got married and had a kid in that movie, not in that movie, but in real life. I love that movie. Anything with heart, anything with passion, usually a great soundtrack. The original Footloose, fuck that new shit, won't even watch it, with Kevin Bacon. Rocky Horror Picture Show, High Fidelity, Stranger Than Fiction. It's kind of behind me. I know it's a little curled up, but those are some of my favorite things ever. How about you? What's your favorite movie? 24 likes, I know. 25 now. Our goal is 10. We've never hit over 10. So I'm just in a groove. I'm feeling it. I'm loving it. I'm here for you guys. Whatever you want to talk about, whatever you want to ask. Again, YouTube is the canvas. I am merely a brush. You are the paint. You bring the color. You bring the heat. You bring anything you want. If you want it dark and gloomy, we can talk about dark and gloomy things. We can talk about burnt pizza. You know, if you want pastels and happiness, we can talk about true love and puppies. Whatever you want. It is your show. I am, again, merely a brush in your canvas of life. Write that down. That's good. Sing Minecraft Chicken Song. I've only heard it twice. But I think it's lava chicken. Lava, lava chicken. Steve Lava Chicken, it's good as hell. I don't know. Ringing a bell. I don't remember. I don't remember the fucking... That's one sure sign of getting the copywritten thing is play anything from the last decade, which I rarely do. Subbed. Thank you so much, Joseph. I appreciate that. Subscribing is free, and it makes you feel kind of good inside. I wish you could write it off on your taxes. That would be great. Be like, I helped this over-the-hill guy who has no hope at all. I should get like a $200 kickback from the government. I would appreciate that. That would be great. But thank you so much for the likes, the comments, the emojis, the shares. It is free. You can always unsubscribe later. My catalog of daily sketches is completely free. Gotta Go Godfather. Heat. Oh, yeah. I love those movies. I'm a big fan. And then fucking what's his name that just recently passed? I just watched, what was his name? Damn it. Oh, God, he's in Heat. And then he has the gun. Anyway, I just rewatched one of my favorite movies from the 80s, and that's Real Genius with him. We lost him too soon. Val Kilmer. Van Kilmer is in Heat. And R.I.P. Val Kilmer. Sadly, never got to work with him. I would have loved to have worked with him. But Real Genius from the 80s. Fucking great. And then also... he did this Germany movie, Top Secret, which is hilarious, too, if you've ever seen it. But yeah, Godfather was one of my favorite movies for a long time, too. Denzel, sure. Al Pacino, yeah. Dog Day Afternoon. My favorite Al Pacino movie is not a fan favorite by any stretch of the imagination, but Scent of a Woman. Scent of a Woman is with the guy that played Robin in the Batman and Robin movie with George Clooney. Forgot his name. But what a masterful movie Scent of a Woman was. Al Pacino plays a blind guy who has wealth and more so, hooah! He's got pride and all this grit, and he's just a great guy who helps this kind of like finding his way through life, like young man. It's a great movie. 50 votes! I haven't even checked the poll. We've been rolling. We haven't played a very divided poll. Very, very divided poll. Would you rather travel the world and be broke? 22% of the votes. Find true love and be broke? 22% of the votes. Be rich and miserable? 16% of the votes. That is last place, be rich and miserable. I think you could find a way to be unmiserable if you were a filthy rich, right? You could discover a loophole or something that drives you passionately to help other people, right? Being of service to people is always helpful when you are at your lowest form, right? When you are nothing but dismayed in life, sad, rejected, dejected. If you could be of service to people, that's what gets me through these live streams. When I feel really sad, I go on live streams. And typically it makes me feel better because I feel I'm being of service to somebody else, somebody that I don't know. The clear winner right now, 40%. Do what you love and be broke. That is me. That is me personified. I'm doing what I love doing. I love doing this. I love creating original content. But this is what I love this. I feel this is my purpose, and I'm so broke. If I would have brought my other phone down here, you would have heard many bill collectors, debt collectors calling me, because that's what it is. How about the movie Christopher Walken and Denzel? The girl getting kidnapped. What movie's that? I thought Deja Vu with Denzel was good. You don't have to shut up. I just don't know if I'm familiar with that. My favorite Denzel Washington movie is Remember the Titans. I like that movie a lot. That's definitely not really indicative of Denzel Washington. I like Denzel more so as a human than an actor. I'm not shitting at his acting abilities at all. I think he's a phenomenal actor. I did not like the movie Training Day. Did not. But I haven't watched it in a long, long, long time. But I like what he says. Like when he talks and when he accepts awards and he's just like, you cannot take a U-Haul to the cemetery. Or like when you die, you can't take anything with you. Like his way of words is magical. I like it a lot. I love hearing him talk, right? But I don't know the movie with Christopher Walken and Denzel Washington. But Remember the Titans, I love. Why are you not responding to you? Omari, what are you saying? What have I not responded to? Did I miss a comment? If I did, I'm sorry. Was not intentional, buddy. Grab camera for Lamar Jackson edit. Lamar Jackson, let's do it. Damn, YouTube is not letting me comment. Oh, okay. Well, so then I didn't miss it. It's a pass for me. We are churning and burning. Would you rather date a serious foodie? So they're kind of a snob about food. So you go to a gourmet restaurant and they're going to ask a bunch of fucking questions. They're going to take a zillion photos, be a nuisance, ask for off-the-menu shit. You cannot eat at an Olive Garden or a TGI Fridays no more if you date this person. Date a serious foodie or date somebody that only eats junk food. So they're probably going to look a lot like me, probably going to be lazy and lethargic, going to be watching a lot of TV, probably anime. I'm not judging, I'm celebrating. But what would you rather do? Date a serious foodie or somebody that just only eats junk food? What is it going to be? I think if I didn't have to go out, because I don't go out a lot. Hardly at all do I go out anymore. I think if I didn't have to go out in public with this person, I would rather date the serious foodie because I'm at the age where I need to have somebody with discipline prepare my meals. And I think if they're a serious foodie, I'm not going to be eating a lot of dog shit, right? I'm not going to have a lot of indigestion problems. I'm probably going to lose a lot of weight. But something tells me inside if they're a serious foodie, they want to go out to the latest, greatest, expensive places. If I don't have to go out with them, I'm gonna choose them. But if under the assumption that I'm gonna have to go out and deal with their rhetoric and bullshit, like, hey, is there wheat in this oatmeal or whatever the fuck? I don't want anything to do with that. Give me the junk food person. The junk food person is easy to understand. It's easy to relate to. You just have to find a way to exist without them so you don't get bogged down by all the caloric intake. As a man that once ate nothing but junk food, it is easy to dismiss, right? You got to do your own thing in it. But what would you rather do? Other hand, bro. Other hand for... What are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Walking as the Man on Fire. You gotta watch that today. Man on Fire is the movie. I don't know if I've seen it. I'll have to write that down. The movie that we're going to rewatch tonight is Cocktail. When we watched Vision Quest, I don't expect you to know that 80s movie. It came up as a recommended follow-up on Amazon. And I love the movie Cocktail with Tom Cruise. So I'm like sold. But Man on Fire, I will definitely write down and I will look at it. Mari, hello. Seahawks for life. Put your hand on the camera for Lamar Jackson at it. Okay? I don't know what that means, but I've heard it several times. Madonna or Whitney, easy starters. I would have to say Madonna, just because she was in the movie I watched last night, Vision Quest from the 80s, before she got to be a stuck-up snob. When she was just this crazy girl from Michigan, and she was kind-ish, and she wasn't pretending to be somebody she wasn't. She wasn't pretending to be British. She was just fucking 80s Madonna, and she was spectacular. And she sang my favorite Madonna song of all time, which she did not write, Crazy for You. Crazy for You is a magnificent song if you've ever heard it. And then I like True Blue a lot. I would have to go Madonna over Whitney. I don't have anything against Whitney. If I had to be in a sing-off, like a competition-based show, and I had to pick somebody, I would pick Whitney, because I think Whitney was a heck of a lot better of a singer. But if I had to just pick one to listen to and nobody else for the rest of time, I would pick Madonna, just because of, that one couple of songs I really like. Crazy for You is my favorite. How about you, Madonna or Whitney? Scroll back to this live. Someone scrolled back to this live. Okay. Crucial VR. Thank you so much for the emojis. Yeah, I mean, I post these now. I post these whether they're good, bad, or ugly. Whether I'm yelling and losing my shit on an 11-year-old kid. Whether I'm getting consumed and just beaten up verbally by a 14-year-old kid who lives in Turkey, of all things. I post them. I'm not proud of all of them, but I post them in case anybody wants to rewatch them later and feel better about their own life. Because that's really what this is about. You can look at me and hear me. And I am the same way on this side of the camera as I am when I'm not on here. I'm the same lunatic. I'm the same nutty weirdo. This is really me. Do I watch anime? The closest I get was Beavis and Butthead when I was a kid. So no, I don't watch anime. Deuce Q7. I can't read. Don't take it personally. Hello there. Mr. 7 or Miss 7, whoever you are, what is your favorite topping on a hamburger? I think my favorite topping on a hamburger would be American cheese, because it's the only cheese that should be on a hamburger. It melts the best. It tastes the best. Something shitty. Something like the Kraft singles, right? Just simple and shitty. That's what I like. You two saying my channel will get deleted for no reason. Omar, that's stupid. I don't know why that would happen. I just saw that, but that shouldn't be a thing, especially with your channel. I don't see anything bad about it, unless those games are copywritten or something that you do. But everybody does that, right? Everybody posts shit about them playing games. Anyway, I appreciate the emojis. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for the thumbs up. It means a lot. That's my currency. Yeah, Madonna shaking my head. I like the song. Again, I like the Crazy for You song. That's one of the reasons and the allure of the Vision Quest movie that I absolutely adore. I tend to watch the same movies over and over again per year. So like 80s, I'm just going to rattle off a few that nobody probably knows. 80s and 90s movies. And that would Eddie and the Cruisers 1 and 2, Package Deal, Footloose, Vision Quest, Cocktail, Uncle Buck, love Uncle Buck, Breakfast Club, 16 Candles sometimes, Pretty in Pink sometimes, 90s movies, Pump Up the Volume, Great Expectations, Cruel Intentions, High Fidelity, which was either late 90s or early 2000s, John Cusack movies, I love them, Say Anything, what is the one fucking, he plays a hitman from a city in Michigan. Fucking can't remember it, but it's a great movie. Anyway, Madonna got bigger. She got much bigger. Well, she didn't have... Well, she went on her own crazy train. She went on like a pre-Britney train. Whitney chose more drugs. Madonna chose chaos, I guess. Melts and tastes good. Yeah, it does. Fuck yeah. We're going to get flagged for this fucking song, so let's go back to the beginning of the playlist. I can't comment. You just did. I have new videos now. That's great. I don't know why you say you can't comment. I think you got it. Is Forever Young playing in your background? It was, yeah. By whatever the fuck, Amberosa, or whatever the... whoever it was. Yeah, it was. I started the playlist over, because when I heard Devil Went Down to Georgia, I'm like, I'm going to definitely get a copyright flag here, which is fine, because you can't take nothing from somebody that has nothing, right? Like, you can't do that. Dog just barked. We've got somebody at the door, I'm sure. Wilbur, it's okay, bud. I'm sure it's going to be okay. He has been sleeping this whole time. I know my voice. I know this. How can he sleep through that? Like, how can a dog... And most women, too. Most women can sleep at will at any point of their day without rhyme or reason. And they can sleep through pretty much anything. I am such a light sleeper, and it takes me forever to get to sleep. I hear anything out of the norm, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then I can't get back to sleep. It's a whole, and I'm like, hey, I gotta pee. Anywho. Now, what's your favorite fast food? Favorite fast food? Are we talking sandwiches in generalities? If I'm hungover, it's McDonald's. It's close in proximity to me. If Taco Bell were close, it would probably be Taco Bell. I gotta go with convenience, and McDonald's is the closest. I would go double quarter pounder with cheese, plain meat and cheese only with bun, large fries, large Coke if I'm hungover. If it's just any day of the week and we want to constitute sandwiches as fast food, Firehouse Subs. If you haven't, I love Firehouse Subs. I get like a small Italian with no onions and very little lettuce, and then they have a beef and cheddar barbecue or something. Fucking outrageously good. What about you? What's your favorite fast food? I don't eat a lot out anymore. I really don't. But it doesn't matter. If I ate the way I eat now 10 years ago, I would have weighed a lot less. But because I don't move as much, that's a big deal. I used to work out like a fiend when I was on like that kick of doing it. And then something would happen, like I'd go through a breakup or I'd hurt a part of my body, and then I would stop that momentum. Life happens. So I'll scroll back to this live again. Oh, okay. I mean, that happens, I think. I don't know. I don't know how this works. I don't know how any of this works. I'm just trying to find it out with you guys. I'm a man of the people. Flower, welcome back. That's right. I do sleep in a completely dark room. I do like night lights, though. I'm a fan of the night light, just in case I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe I'm scared of the dark to a point. My favorite thing is when it's super dark outside and there's a wind that's gusting and then there's like rain and thunder in the air. If I could have any sort of weather, I would just wish it would rain, be windy, and then just thunder, lightning, all that. Like that would be the sound I would love to hear. That's the vibe I like. You know, when it's really, really hot for a few days and then it gets super chilly and then it's going to rain for you. And then you open up the window and then there's that weird mesh, like, I don't know, what is that? Like a frame that you pull up. You have to pinch both on each side, you know? And then you have to slide it up that part of the window. What's that called? You know, when I'm on here more than an hour, my brain gets a little confused. So that's something an hour ago I would have totally remembered what it was called. But I love that. I love that weather with the let's open this, let's chance the rain coming in kind of vibe. Anyway, I worked at a video store in the 90s. That's awesome. That would have been a great place for me, actually, would have been a video store. But I worked at Sam Goody, if you guys remember that. That was great for me, too. Stack of movies every day. Yeah. I went through that. I went through that when high school to technically it was technical college where I got my associate's degree. I was a gold member at Blockbuster. You guys remember Blockbuster? You had to rent a shit ton of movies to be gold. And gold meant you could get a BOGO Sunday through Thursday on all movies. I would just go down the pipe of all the fucking like great movies and I would just get them all. And I remember one time I'd never seen The Usual Suspects. Still to this day, one of my favorite movies of all time. I watched it. The last 2 minutes make the nut of the movie. It completes the movie, The Usual Suspects. And that was on DVD, and there was a blurb on the DVD, and I couldn't clean it off. So I didn't see the ending, and I went back to Blockbuster to return it. And they're like, what did you think of that last 2 minutes? I'm like, honestly, I love the movie. I didn't see how it ended because there was a scratch on the DVD. And they're like, dude, you have to stop what you're doing right now. We'll give you a different copy. You have to go home and you have to watch the last 2 minutes. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. And I'm so glad that they did that for me. But that interaction is a dinosaur. It's extinct. There's nobody out there anymore because everything is convenience. You know, everything is streamed. There's nobody that's going to give you recommendations. Like I would give people recommendations of what music I would suggest for them. When I worked at Sam Goody, they'd be like, okay, I like Michael Bolton. I like blah, 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 blah. And I'd be like, oh, Michael Bublé's this new artist. I think you'd really enjoy him. Oh, and then come back later and be like, that was a great recommendation. What other recommendation? Blah, blah, blah. Same thing with movies, right? Like, I like 80s movies. I like rom-coms. What do you recommend? Anyway, I'm eating yogurt. It's yummy. Cool. What kind of yogurt? Is it the fruit kind? Do you have, like, blueberries and shit in the bottom? Do you stir it in? I always want to know with Greek yogurt, what's the formality when it's got that weird chalky shit on top, like the liquid, milky stuff, do you drain that or do you stir it in? What's the proper way to do it? Are those cultures, are those like probiotic-esque cultures of strands of things that help your body digest? Like, what do you do? Or do you just say, fuck it and drain it? I want to know. Yeah, the video store. I wish video stores would be a thing. Again, anything for the last 25 years I could go without. I want to go back to DVDs. I want to go back to CDs. I miss CDs so much. I'm finding out recently that when I'm working out and shit, I want to listen to an entire CD. I don't want to mix anymore. I want to go back to where it was, and I want to hear the whole fucking album. But the problem is licensing. Like, there's certain songs on albums that aren't licensed, and then they skip it. And then I'm like, did I go crazy? Because I thought this song was on that album. Maybe I'm crazy. I know I'm crazy, but you know what I mean. Asking for a movie, and we'll be saying rented, dragged out. I don't know what that word is. It could be just hallucination. Sync. I worked at the video store evenings at the bartender clubs, nighttime in the Netherlands. That would be some crazy shit. What kind of movies would you have in the Netherlands? I would imagine you'd have some creepy, taboo-ass stuff. Like, if we want to talk about adult-themed movies, Germany. Why does the Germans have the monopoly on crazy porn? Anybody can tell me that? Like, if I want to watch some really, really weird porn, it's German. I don't know why. I am German. But fuck, that's like, how crazy do we need to be? You're old to live. I know I'm old. We got Jost, I like you. Why did you have to retract a message? I'll never know what it said. I'm sure it was the key to longevity in life. My pet Ant Queen is healing. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. How many ants do you have? Do you have several? Could you put them in a pair of pants? Could you have ants in your pants? Do you have an ant farm? Do you listen to Alien Ant Farm? If so, is Smooth Criminal your favorite cover of all time? So many questions about ants. Look at that. Off the cuff, off the dome, off the headband. Just realized how life became easy, especially with AI. A little easy, yeah. Too much of my classmates don't want to use their brains or their books anymore. Yeah, I mean, I use ChatGPT every single day. But I use ChatGPT in a unique way because I post all my original content. And I post on a site called RedNote, which is Chinese-based. So I have to get certain things translated into Chinese. And ChatGPT is the most time-efficient way to do so. And then also, ChatGPT does a spectacular job with making images for the live streams. Custom-made imagery does not work well so far for me on my YouTube shorts because they deem that as unoriginal for some reason, but it plays well for the live streams for some reason. I don't know why. And then I'm also trying to get a video made for a Google ad thing on Fiverr. But I think if you're unoriginal, and if you're just one of those, how do I say this without being a jerk about it? If you're one of those foundational individuals, and how about this? How about if you're super non-creative? ChatGPT is either going to wreck you or it's going to take you places you've never been. It's one of the two. There is no gray. But for me, I'm a creative mind. I can't get my brain to stop. So I tell it specifically what I need. So if I'm making an image, like for today, I say, okay, I'm wearing a black shirt, no glasses, headband, headphones, talking into a microphone. Here's a photo example. I want the banner to say Inspirational Monday. I want the footer in bright letters, bright and loud, to say NuttyButter111. I want emojis of cupcakes, cakes, and tacos. And then the more specific I am, the better it is right now. But because I'm such a creative mind, and that's not a boast, I'm broke and I have like no subscribers and no fame here. But because I'm so specific to it, and because I'm so creative, it works well for me if I know what to do. But it took me a long time to get the verbiage of ChatGPT down. Like, I was very confused at first, and then I had to stop it when it's like, do you want help creating today's sketch? I'm like, day 76. We can create day 76 sketch together. And I have to say no, because it's something I do, and I don't want to be finessed or manipulated by somebody else's thoughts. I want them to be all mine, for better or for worse. Anyway, that was a long-winded thing. Jost, Renting movie was such a thing back then. It was. You get excited, and then you base your food intake around it. And then you'd suggestively buy like Butterfinger BBs or Nerds, right? Just some weird candy that would be an impulse buy as you rented a couple of movies. And then you would know what kind of night you were. It's like kind of what liquor you drink at a bar. I can tell you what kind of night you're probably going to have based off the drink you're drinking. Same thing with the movie you're renting. If you're renting Animal House, you're probably going to have kind of a party night, like old school. If you're watching Interview with a Vampire with Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, you're probably going to have kind of a seductive, mysterious night, right? Like you might do a little foreplay, you might do a little biting, a little nibbling on the other person you're with. You know, it dictates your whole night. It was a great thing. My goldfish is walking, and my dog is mooing, and my cat is barking. What do? I think you break it down, and you just allow them to be themselves. So if a dog quacks and a cat barks, I think you got to just let them temporarily be their own weirdness. You just have to allow it to happen. And then you hope in time that it reclaims itself, finds its true identity again. I hope that for you, amazing guy. I think it'll happen. I think over time we all become who we really are. Yeah, all things will be relieved and revealed in time. I'm starting an ant farm. She's the only one, but in 5 days, the first eggs will come. Oh, from scratch. That's insane. I didn't know that was possible. Do they do each other, or are they like, can ants spawn solely? Like, did you buy a Okay, I don't know anything. When I don't know anything, I don't mind being wrong. I don't mind being foolish, looking foolish. But if I don't know something and I want answers, I got to ask questions. That's how I was raised. That's how I think you should do it. So did you buy a pregnant ant, like a singular prego ant? Or does that ant that's female have both reproductive organs and they can generate within oneself? Do you understand what I'm saying? Did you buy it pregnant, or did it do itself and create the eggs independently? That's what I want to know. I'm not trying to be crass. I just don't know. I didn't learn that in science. I learned very little in high school. 90% of my knowledge that I carry around with was worldly travels, by asking questions, by doing stupid shit, by trying to mess with my mind and get me out of subject, not fun situational stuff, like dangerous situations, right? Quietly watching the movie or just crapping all over it and being mad at getting a bad movie. Yeah, I mean, there is that. Like if the original Fantastic Four, if you rented that piece of shit, or like a movie that, especially around award season, like January, February, when you rent fucking, what is it, The Piano, and you're like, fuck me, why did I waste my fucking time and money and energy on this fucking movie? Does it get better? It's like 3 hours long. Adrian Brody, we get it. Oh God, fuck. I hated that. Like it's an investment, right? It's like a relationship. You invest time and energy in something, and when it doesn't go well or you don't get the payoff for it, it's ridiculous and it's an empty, hollow feeling. I told ChatGPT to show me a picture of Nutty Butter smeared all over me. I drink wine. I'd love to see that photo. Email it to me. That's great. That's fantastic. I drink wine. I thought you were going to follow me on OnlyFans. You did not. How disappointing. So I did. I subscribed to one person's account just because it was free and she was female. And she had an auto kickback as soon as I hit subscribe because it was free. No full nudes on this person's account, by the way. I hit subscribe and instantly, what are you trying to get out of this? That was like the message back. And I said, honestly, I'm a 42-year-old content creator. I just joined OnlyFans because I have some sketches that I do that are not conducive to YouTube and TikTok. They're more mature in content. I'm looking for any tips and tricks you could give me. I'd be grateful for. Thanks. And then it was basically, well, you seem rather busy. You don't respond to me right away. Can I send you something if you promise not to tell people? And I'm just like, I think what I want from you, I could share with others, but okay. And I'm like, I'm busy working. She's like, well, keep in touch, hon. Let me know if you ever are not busy anymore. And I'm like, what is this? Isn't this just supposed to be like, like tits and ass and helpfulness? Like, why? It was a weird exchange. I probably shouldn't have said that. That did not get this chat any further. But I think I had to tell somebody about it because it was so ridiculous in my head. Like, are you alone? Are you at work? Can I share something with you that you promised not to share with anybody else? And it's like, I just want to know how to be better, right? I want to know how to build my audience on all platforms. And you obviously are a woman and you have a bajillion followers. How did you do that? Oh, you just showed your tits. Okay, I guess I could have guessed that one. Especially with the influence on teens. Oh, AI. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be really hard to test people on anything. Like, there's going to be no more take-home tests, right? Because everything's going to be AI driven. You're going to have to do everything in-house. So you're going to have to allocate the boardroom, the classroom, all those things are going to be flipped upside down moving forward. It is my belief. You cannot say, go home and write a paper. You're going to say, you have 25 minutes to write this paper, and we share it now. And then you have to make sure all cell phones are hidden or collected. It's going to be a whole thing. 1,000 subscribe. Amara, that's great. Congratulations. Oh, I love those emojis. Do I have to pick one, kill one, and marry one? If that's a cupcake, I would probably marry that, Nick. Tacos. I don't know. I'm a baked goods guy. I'm a cake guy. If I could have any baked good of the entire world, it's an angel food funfetti cake with pink frosting and sprinkles. 100%. Doggos the Goats. Hello. What is your favorite pizza topping? What is your favorite hamburger topping? What do you collect? Sharon, if you guys are still here, hello. Oh, I have 1,000 subscribers? Holy shit, that's amazing. Yeah, I know. I worked very, 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 very hard for those thousands. You'll need to get more subs, dude, if you enjoy the shtick at it. I will get more subs, dude, if you enjoy the stick at it. Oh, if I stick at it. Joseph, I can't read sometimes, especially if I've been on here more than an hour. Then I'm like a little crazy in my brain. I can't sit still very well. I have ADHD. I found out that I have ADHD like 6 months ago. That was something I never knew I had. And then I was talking to my psychiatrist, the one that prescribes pills. And she's like, you know you have ADHD, right? And I'm just like, no, I don't. She's like, yeah, you do. And then she told me about what that is. And I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense. I do. I take no pills for my mental stuff. But yeah, anyway, yeah. I stick to it because I love it, right? I get bogged down by the negativity and the lack of results, but I try to persevere by thinking about how much I enjoy this. Like, this is the most successful live stream I've ever had on YouTube. Hands down. It is so successful in my mind. The goal has always been 10 thumbs up. We have 33 right now. I don't want to jinx it because they can remove it. But inside of me, I am jumping up and down and swimming like a swan. I am enjoying the shit out of this. I don't want to leave. I just kind of want to stretch. That's all. Sharon, hello again. What the fuck is he yapping? Exactly, Solomon. I am consistently inconsistent. I'm crazy. I'm bonkers. I'm cuckoo. I'm weird. And I embrace that. And I encourage you, I implore you to do the same. Just be yourself. I'm the same with this on or with this off. You can call me. You can do anything you want. My email is the first line of my bio and my description on YouTube. You can email me and say anything you want. I will respond, guaranteed. I am who I am. I'm very comfortable with this. I'm very comfortable in my own skin. I'm very comfortable with my mind. I know what I am. Nibbling nut butter. Yeah, I would love to see that AI photo. I should ask mine to do that. Oh boy, so many emojis. I do love a good emoji. I feel like we could do more with the emojis, though. I feel like they could be more realistic. I feel like we could have more of them. I don't see why you couldn't have a complete Rolodex of emojis for almost every word or every food item. Ants totally do each other. I drink wine. I did not know that. Yeah, they did. I forgot about that. I never knew. I would imagine that you would. What is the animal that can? The seahorse. No, I see. Sometimes I just have to get there by talking aloud. I think the seahorse is the only animal that can reproduce solely with themselves. 30 likes. Woohoo! I don't want to I'm celebrating it on the inside. I don't want to do it on the outside because I know how quickly they can be removed. Nat58, hello. What is your favorite activity to do in the sand? Is it bury somebody? Is it to walk, to run, to collect rocks? Yeah, by fertilized. Oh, ant queen. Yeah, because it's impossible without making an ant can regenerate the whole thing after one mating to lay eggs depending on environment and conditions. I think I need to read that independently later because I think you're telling me the answer that I want to know, but I think I'm so hyped with other things that I can't slow my brain down to read it all the way it's written. Uh, because it's impossible. Okay, it's impossible without mating, but an ant can regenerate the whole thing after one mating to lay eggs depending on the environment and conditions and the ant type. So if I'm reading this correct, Flower, you have to knock up the ant one time. But under the right conditions, after those eggs from that knock up happen, right? They lay all the eggs, all the ants are hatched and born and stuff. If you remove that ant from that environment, put it in another independent environment, because it's gotten pregnant and had eggs one time, it will remember that feeling and possibly be able to get pregnant again without the help of a mate. If I'm reading that correctly, that is mind-boggling and wonderful to know. If I'm wrong, I'm okay being wrong. Now 58, 32 likes. I know 34 now. Again, I don't want to jinx it. I'm so excited about it, but I don't want to jinx it because I know it can be removed. You know, you gotta kind of. I don't want to say curb your enthusiasm, but part of it is yes, you have to. It's too explicit. Oh, the Nutty Butter experience. Or my OnlyFans. I'm not naked in my OnlyFans. There's 2 videos I have for it, but I have no fans on OnlyFans. So I don't even know if an outsider can view my shit on OnlyFans. I don't know. There's so much I don't know. I like how this dude spends attention even to pregnant singular ants. Yeah, I mean, Joe's, I really don't know. If I don't know something, I'm going to ask questions unless I'm not interested. And I'm very interested in this. I've never given a shit about ants, to tell you the truth, except for red ants when I was young and I sat on an anthill and they bit the fuck out of me when I was a kid. I'd never thought about ants in any activity ever. Maybe ants on a log if I was making something for my daughter, which is a shitty snack. It's just a clever way to... We're always forcing celery on people, aren't we? We're just forcing it through hot wings and peanut butter and raisins. You never just say, man, I really could go for an after-school snack. Mom, do we have any celery? Never. Never. Nobody just voluntarily eats celery. We're always forcing... Anyway, back to ants. Yeah, I like it. Hello from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Tommy, I think you're gone. I think I missed my window of connection. But if you're here, what's your favorite concert you've ever been to? Arthur, Lenny Bruce. Arthur, appreciate you. I like your colorful thumbnail, your profile pic. I don't know what it is because I can't see that far away, but it looks fun. 32, 34, 36. Why are you on OnlyFans? Oh, Lenny. I think you're calling me Lenny. I'm not sure why you're calling me Lenny, but thanks. I think you mean Nutty, which is fine. It could be an autocorrect. I'm on OnlyFans because there's certain content that I create that is not conducive or allowed on YouTube and TikTok. And what I mean by that is I'm not showing anything full frontal. You are not seeing my genitalia. You are seeing some chest hair. You might see a nip or two, but that's no different than 90% of the content on the other platforms. But I did a sketch the other day called My Jerk Off Hand. It's a masturbation sketch, right? Just hear me out. And it's about when this gets fractured or injured and you have to use the other hand. And yeah, it might feel like a stranger, but sometimes it feels like Play-Doh that's been put in the microwave and it just seeps through your hand and it's not fun. So I made a sketch about that, and I can't exactly post that on YouTube. I can, but I'll get secretly shadow banned for 5 to 7 after post sketches. Like, they will take it out on future content of mine. Whereas if I have an OnlyFans, which I have no fans anyway on OnlyFans, I could post it and they won't flag it, and they won't penalize me for it, but I have no fans. So it's like, do I just die with the content in my heart, or do I put it out in a platform that won't remove it or ban me for it? I don't know what the answer is, but to me, there has to be some sort of marketability with a guy that looks like a bear, which I'm not gay, but if you are, fine, I don't care. There has to be some sort of marketability to this comedic madness, right? Like PG-13 to R-rated sketch comedy. I don't know if anybody else is doing it. I love it. My favorite part of the day is the creation aspect of things. Creating original content is what I'm meant to do. And the universe is not on my side, which means maybe I'm totally diabolical and crazy and just nutty, and I don't know anything. But I feel like this is my purpose, and whatever. Cover your camera with your hand for Lamar Jackson edit. That's another one. Does anybody know what that means? I like Lamar Jackson. I do believe the Ravens are going to win the Super Bowl this year. I didn't have OKC winning this year, that's for sure. The headphones on max with amp on. Definitely, you can say audio is HQ. That's great. Cool. I like it. This is just who I am. I have no idea what it sounds like on your end. I hope it sounds all right. And Esther, hello. How have you been? What's your favorite ride at the amusement park? Dude is likable. Jost, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I am just who I am. There is no toilet seat of diarrhea around my neck. There is no, I'm not selling anything. If you want to, I would prefer that you give me the thumbs up and you subscribe and like. That is free to do, but I'm not selling you knockoff purses from China. I'm not, like I said, there's no diarrhea around my head. I'm not eating food or taking a nap in front of you. I'm trying to give you some stimulation for your mind, whether that's thought, 2 seconds of insanity, a few moments of laughter, whatever I can do to help your day. I know life is tough. Favorite activity in the sand? Dude, being young on a beach with your girl, trying not to be seen. I love that. I used to live in LA for like 10 years, and one of my favorite things ever was taking a lady to Santa Monica Pier, because you could do the shitty touristy things at the pier there, and then literally go on the beach, or in Malibu. Malibu was better because there are less people, and then you could do whatever you wanted to, really, in the darkness on the beach, and that was great. Hunter 20, how's it going? Fire ants are the worst. I know, aren't they? What's the worst spot you've been bitten? Mine is my balls. I've been bitten on my balls, and I don't like it. I had a tick on me a couple weeks ago. It was the scariest thing ever, because I didn't know there were different types of ticks. I didn't know this. I had no idea. I'm 42 years old. I didn't know. And I just didn't know about the pregnancy of ants either. Kitty once got giant ants in a tent while camping because someone brought candy. Oh, Kitty, that sounds terrible. Ugh. Do you enjoy camping? Or did that experience taint the whole concept of camping for you? Like, are you scorned now? Camping's not in the cards, or did you get over it? Like the most massive ants ever. Ugh. Like cockroaches. Would you rather be bitten or would you rather have ants on you, large ants, or cockroaches? I think I would rather have ants on me than cockroaches. I don't think cockroaches can hurt you, but they just weird me out a lot. I worked one time at a Sam Goody on State Street in Madison, which is basically just a place where college kids go. It's adjacent to the campus, and it was an old pizza place. And in the basement one time, where we kept CDs and DVDs and things of that nature, I found a shit ton of cockroaches. They had been living there for decades, and like unscathed. Nobody saw them, nobody nothing. Ginormous. They look like rats. In Wisconsin. You don't see a lot of cockroaches in Wisconsin. Anyway, Hunter 20, hello. I never gave a shit about ants, really. Dang. Yeah, Joseph, I'm just curious. I mean, we could be talking about grasshopper. This is true. Everything I say is true, by the way, unless it's a lie, and I'll say it's a lie, or I'll say just kidding after, or I'll say, well, that last one wasn't true. So it looked like it was going to be storms here, which I love storms. There was a plastic bag, just like a grocery store plastic bag, outside the screen door. Oh, screen window from 40 minutes ago when I was talking about the screen thing that you push. Screen window. I knew I'd get there eventually. If you're replaying this and watching this whole thing, it paid off. I got there. But yeah, the screen door where we let the dogs out, goes to the backyard. We have, the backyard and the grill there or whatever. I see this plastic bag and I'm like, well, it's probably going to rain. It's probably going to thunderstorm. Let me pick up this bag, throw it away. I pick up this plastic bag, true fucking story. And I'm like, let me just look in the bag because this isn't our bag. This blew over from a neighbor or something. I look, and inside something jumped. Swear to God, something jumped, and I'm like, holy shit. And the dogs are out there looking at me like, what's going on? Dogs are not very protective. They're not very dog-esque. They're very domesticated dogs. And I looked again, and it was a frog. It was a frog inside of a plastic bag. And I had a decision to make. I'm like, maybe this frog went inside of this plastic bag voluntarily to try to hide from the storm, right? Like shelter for a frog. I don't know. And maybe it took like 48 hours for this frog to get in this plastic bag. Or it accidentally is covered up and trapped by this plastic bag. So I made the decision to save a frog, ride a cowboy. No, to save this frog, I emptied the plastic bag and I got it to safety. I had to push it with the plastic bag till it hopped away from the house because the dogs will eat the frog if they're smart enough to realize there's a frog. And the frog will make them very sick. I know this from experience. So I don't even see frogs anymore. Like, I don't know why I don't see any frogs in Wisconsin, but I don't. And anyway, I digress. But it was the coolest fucking thing to see this frog. And I'm like, man, and I told my lady, I'm like, if we had a big enough environment where I wouldn't be cruel to this, I would keep this frog as a pet. Because it was so cool. It was just so cool to see fucking a frog. I'm crazy. Lamar Jackson edit. Scariest animal you have gotten attacked. Probably a human. Hunter 20. Ants. Cockroaches are terrifying to me. I hate how they can run so freaking fast and especially fly. Do cockroaches fly? Oh, that would be creepy as shit. I don't know if I've ever seen a cockroach fly. I've just seen them like scurry. And you're right, they are quick. I enjoy camping. Just don't bring poorly packed food into the tent. You're 1P away from alliteration, which would have gotten the cowbell. Poorly packed food. Yes, I love it. Where's Ivan today? I'm not sure, TT, where Ivan is. Hopefully, Ivan is doing something spectacularly fun. Hopefully, Ivan is on a beach somewhere with a significant other. Frogs love the rain. So you did the right thing. Oh, thank you so much. I did not know that. I could have put that together about the rain. I didn't think in those terms, though. I was like, either it worked really hard for the shelter or it's trapped. And if it's trapped, I don't want to live in a world where this poor frog is trapped in a plastic bag and it's going to be a storm. Coincidentally, it rained like, what's the fewest amount of inches? Like a millimeter of rain. And it was so disappointing. Every time it looks like it's just going to torrentially rain, it's so it's like a whisper when you think it's going to be a shout. It's just like when you think you're going to massively fart and it's going to like blow away the town. And it's just this silent thing that doesn't smell nor make noise. You're just utterly disappointed. Like, I've been saving this all day. Finley and Oscar, hello there. What's your favorite dance to do? Is it the Macarena? Am I too old? Thank you so much for the emojis. I'm grateful for that. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thanks for subscribing, the following, all that good shit. If you haven't already, it's free to do so. It'll make you feel mildly full if you're hungry going into this lunch hour. Save a Frog is like... great to put on a t-shirt. I know. Save a frog. Ride a tadpole. I don't know. I like it. I like frogs. I never knew I liked frogs until I saw this frog. It looked at me as to say, like, thank you. And then I had to slowly, like, watch it jump. And, like, just the effortless, like, just going, right? Just, like, the arms and the legs simultaneously. Like, just... It was spectacular to watch. And then it was like jumping up on the house, right? Like not on the roof, but like up the wall of the exterior of the house. And I'm like, man, this thing is majestic. I love it so much. I got attacked by a chicken, Hunter 20. Please tell me the story. Is that possible? I know they're very difficult to catch when you try to run after them. That's been documented several times in feature films. You know, trying to catch a chicken is like a Karate Kid move, you know, like the fly with the chopsticks. It's very difficult to do from my understanding. It doesn't feel difficult. Like if I'm at a petting zoo or a place that sells like Halloween pumpkins, you know, or feed the goats, you know, I feel like I could catch a chicken, but I probably would be wrong. I can't think of a moment in my life where it would be a necessity for me to catch a chicken with my bare hands, unless I was filming a comedic sketch, right? I don't know. It's like having the cow help you make a pie, which I love that. Whoever does that on YouTube, I love that shit. Totally original. Love that. Anything that makes me think, anything that's out of bounds, I really love the unique. But what is the chicken stuff? Jost, you retracted another message. Boom, boom, boom. We'll never know. We'll never know. Maybe you tell us the future. Maybe you tell us who makes it to the Super Bowl. Is it the Ravens? Is Lamar Jackson going to be Super Bowl MVP in 2026? Because the Super Bowl will take place in February this year. I think next year, 2027 Super Bowl, I think takes place on Valentine's Day. So women right now are already contemplating what they're going to do to make up for that. What a shitty time. What a shitty time to have a Super Bowl. I mean, I don't give a fuck, but I know a lot of people will not like it. A lot of females will not like the fact that Valentine's Day is going to be wrecked by the Super Bowl. Because to me, that's a holiday. I consider that a national holiday for the Super Bowl. There was once a petition that the day after the Super Bowl, that Monday, should be a national holiday. I believe it should be. I would rather not have mail on that day than some of the other fucking stupid holidays that we have. I won't name any specifically because I don't need to be banned any more than I'm already banned on this place. I would buy crocodile leather on a t-shirt, them bastards. Okay. Crocodiles are mean. I would rather be with an alligator that's hungry than a crocodile that's full. Does that make sense? Either way, pro move, if you're ever secluded with one of those animals, you want to zigzag because they can't see diagonally. That just might save your life someday. The 5 people that are on here, allegedly. Zigzag. Diagonal is the move. Even in water, you want to try to... Or hit their nose. I think it's their nose or their eyes. Either way, go for their mouth if you have to. When I was 4 years old, I caught chicken with my bare hands. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know it's possible. All things are possible when you have the faith the size of a mustard seed. Right? You just need a little belief in life, a little faith. Crocodiles are way worse. Yeah, that's my understanding. I don't know. I'm just judging surely off of teeth. Purely off of crazy, angry teeth. We have the most aggressive species. We do. Humans are ruthless. Use code PAIR in Fortnite item shop. Desmond, thanks. I've never played Fortnite. Oh, no, that's not true. I've played Fortnite. I haven't played it in a long time, though. I'm not very good at it. I would just hide and hope that I was the last one standing. I had to do the Fortnite subscription for my kid to get the skins I wanted. I had this like swords in back of my back rather, and anyway, I'm not good at it. I was talking about crocodiles, but you're right too. Yeah, country. I mean, yeah. I don't. Crocodiles scare me. I lived in Florida twice, and the fact that they're just like hanging out water there, and nobody really gives a shit is alarming to me. There was a place I used to mini golf in Jacksonville, Florida, that had a crocodile like swamp. That at the time they didn't even put nets up. It was the rope like bridge thing that connects like the parking lot to the indoor place you got to go to get the balls and pay for your mini golf. Like literally you could be drunk and fall and you're in this whole thing of alligators. Now I think since then they put up like a mesh thing to try to keep you out of the crocodile pit, but that's fucked up. Like that's fucked up that you could just have that happen. Just like a poisonous spider or snake. Like you could just be walking and like you're dead. Like and you won't even know it. Like you just bit. Like when the tick was on the back of my neck, like I could have Lyme disease. And my lady's like, that's a that's a dog tick. And I'm like, they're dog ticks? I have no idea. She might have just been saying that to fuck with me. Megan, happy birthday. Are you gonna write it out for every year that you've been born? Because that's fine. I don't mind. It doesn't matter to me. Birthdays should be celebrated until you're like my age, and then it doesn't matter. Only tourists swim in Crocs waters here. Yeah, I don't want it. I don't want it in my life. I don't want it around me. I would like to live in an imaginary world where I can just like hang out with frogs. That was the coolest thing yesterday with the frogs. Hi, Whammy Hammy 67. I love it. What's your favorite item to get from Denny's? Is it the Grand Slammy Whammy Hammy? It could be something else. I don't know. I haven't been in years, but I like their pancake puppies. If you don't like Denny's, what's your favorite place to get a burger at 3 a.m.? Gaming with Blake VR. Hello. Gaming with Blake VR. What's your favorite VR game? I've never done VR, so I don't know, but I'd love to hear from you. Saltwater Crocs are no joke. I bet. You would you'd be in smithereens. I wonder how long it would take. I'm sure it would take longer to die death via crocodile than it would be shark. I say that just because sharks are larger. If I had the money, I'd go crocodile leather for shoes. Yeah, I could see that. I've seen some crocodile shoes before. Beautiful bastards, yeah. Well, Jose, what kind of rug? If you could get any animal rug, what would you like? I'd go bearskin. I think bearskin would be badass, and I've always wanted like a buffalo. You know what I mean? Like a buffalo head. If I ever went that direction, like if I ever got like a ranch in Wyoming, you'd walk in, there'd be a bearskin rug, there'd be a bison, on my dining room decorum. It'd just be up there saying hello. Whammy Hammy 67. Does that mean Moon's over Miami? Or does that mean Denny's? Or does that mean you don't like Denny's? Either way, all plays. I have to say Batman Arkham Shadow. That sounds like a fun game. When I was young, there was an Arkham game that came out, and it was very shitty. It wasn't fun at all. But I'm sure a lot has evolved. I used to play Mortal Kombat. My favorite game growing up where you'd, like, kill each other, I guess, would be Mortal Kombat 2. That was great. In addition to all the Super Mario Brothers. Those were my jams. How many sports did I play, and what sports? Like Hunter 20 in school, I think you're referring to. I played basketball like a fiend independently because I found like that's the one sport I could play without needing anything. I just would need a ball and a hoop. So I didn't have to rely on others. I didn't have to pay any money. I played basketball all the time growing up. But as far as group activity sports, I joined soccer in high school. One, the girls were hotter, like the fans, super hot. And two, it pissed off the football coach because I didn't play football in high school. I wanted to play defense, and he said, there's no way I'm going to let you play defense. You're offensive line. And I said, I'm going to join soccer. And he's like, there's no way you're going to join soccer. And I did. It was a lot of fun, but it was a lot of running. It was the most in shape I probably have ever been in my entire life. I think tigers are too smart. Would also be endangered. Yeah, I mean, I think tigers are probably something I would not want to fuck with. There is the Naked and Afraid show. And I just know for a fact I would not do well on that show. Like you just see as they're going into the jungle or wherever they're at, all the bugs and shit, and hear all the noises. I would want nothing to do with that. Not a fucking thing to do. And then all the weird animals and the sounds, no thanks. Pass. That's a hard pass. That's not even a soft pass. It's a hard pass. And then on top of that, I got my nuts and bolts being exposed by like a loincloth. Dude, there's one episode I saw, they're by a fire. They're sleeping by a fire. He wakes up and he's got all these welts from mysterious bugs biting his junk. And then like the women, like they get bugs inside of them that bite them. Like that is so gross. Like that is, I'm not even trying to be risque here. It's on a network. You can actually watch it. Anyway. Maybe you could search up a video of Arcane Shadow. Yeah, I might do that. Pee poo poo, David. Yes, I totally agree. Pee poo poo. Couldn't agree more. Which do you prefer to do? Or do you prefer to do both at the same time, David? I like to do both at the same time. Let's knock it all out at once. If I drink more than 3 beers in a night, which I'm primarily red wine, but on occasions I'll drink some Miller Lights, I'm pissing like 7 times a night. It's no bueno. I don't like peeing that much because once I'm down for the count, I want to just remain in that position, even if I can't sleep. I'm going to take tiger rug, dude. Yeah, tiger rug. I don't know if I've ever seen a tiger rug, but that would be unique. Oh, this is a fine little stud right here. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate that. Hey, if you're on OnlyFans, NuttyButter111, same name. I have no fans on OnlyFans. I am not fully nude, no full frontal. I just do it creatively for adult sketches. That's all. But thanks. Yeah, feel free to join that. It's free. Everything I do is free. Subscribing's free. Thumbs up are free. Communication's free. Asking question, life advice, all free. Free. Emojis are free. Everything is free. There is no paywall. There's nothing. I've made nothing. I create one original sketch comedy every day, a sketch. I'm on today's 134 in a row. I've made $0.00 doing this. If anything, I've lost thousands of dollars trying to promote my channel. In vain, nothing seems to work, but here I am again with the longest stream I've ever done on YouTube, by the way. It says we're 132 minutes in. That's unbelievable. That's over 2 hours. I'm just having such a good time. Hands down, thumbs up. The most thumbs up we've ever received on a live stream ever. I'm so grateful. 35. We've never hit more than 10. We've never hit 10. The most thumbs up we've ever hit prior was 9. So I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. David, yes, thank you so much. I played baseball, football, and wrestling. That's great. I watched one of my favorite movies again last night called Vision Quest, which is a wrestling movie from the 80s. Marvelous movie. Madonna's in it before she went batshit crazy. It's a very great movie. Hunter 20, if you're ever in the mood for an 80s retro movie about wrestling. Vision Quest. It's a great movie. Gaming with Blake. Uno Reverse. How would that work in VR? Would you become the Uno card? I don't know. I have an Uno sketch I created. I was sick for like a month and a half. COVID flew. This is a couple months ago, and I would not let my streak of daily sketch comedy madness end because I had no voice. And one of the fucking sketches I did was an Uno showdown that had no words. It had just music. So if you're into Uno, you should subscribe. It's free. And then check out my Uno pantomimed sketch. I think they're all great, honestly. I think 98% of all my sketches are great. Nobody else does, and that's okay. But I think they're really good. Is it bad if my poop is green? David, yeah. My poop changes color. If I have more than 2 bottles of wine in a night, mine becomes like a teal, like a gray. Green, I don't know. I think you should look that up and scare yourself. Ask ChatGPT what it means. Maybe you've had too much asparagus. Maybe you like, what the fuck is that dip? Spinach artichoke dip. Maybe you went on a spinach artichoke binge and you had too much dip. But yeah, I would definitely check that out. Get a deposit bonus. Fucking A. These gambling sites are relentless anyway. If anybody's on DraftKings, FanDuel, Prize Picks, Underdog, one sends out one message and the other ones are like, let's get them. Let's get them while the others are hot. Oh, fucking terrible. Okay, Kitty. Poop green. Favorite TV shows right now? My lady is watching the fucking Love Island. What a crazy piece of shit that is. I am not a fan. I like Traitors. There's supposed to be season 4, but I haven't been able to find it on Peacock. That's where Love Island lives. She watched season 7. There's like so many of them. I didn't even know the show existed until like 2 weeks ago. There's so many of these fucking things. What I watched last night, an older season, all these people do is make out with each other. And then they go to different islands and then they fuck around on the people that they fucked around with to begin with. Like, how many people does it take to just be... Like, I think in the next 10 years, it's going to evolve where they're just having sex with each other. Like, okay, here's 6 guys, here's 7 girls, figure it out. You got to take turns having sex with one another. I think that's the progression we're going with. But actual TV shows, I used to like Reacher. I'm maybe 2 episodes in the new season, and I didn't like it. It feels very unimaginative, right? As a writer myself, I have to believe the universe in which you create. Otherwise, I'm lost, right? If I don't believe it, I can't watch it. I can't go through with it. I think season 2 was okay. But other than that, I don't really watch a whole lot of shows. Yeah, I mean, if I watch anything, it's for fodder, for comedy material. So like this Love Island thing, it's slowly brewing in my head a sketch where I do a parody of it. Kind of like the rejects from it. But yeah, what about you, Kitty? What kind of shows do you like? Yes, you will. Yes, you will. I don't know what that's in reference to, but sometimes you might just have to be able to grab owner on his card. Oh, in the game. Okay, the VR for Uno. That's awesome. You can be the card. Be the card. Spinach is nasty, Sage. Hello, Sage. Sage, what do you do to your house when you want spirits removed? Do you your house? Do you sage your house? That's a curious question for a curious person. I love it. I love curiosity. I embrace the nutty. I embrace the weirdness. I love it. I love the name Sage. I think Sage is a wonderful name. Do I have any pets? I have 2 dogs. I have a golden retriever and a Bernese mountain dog. My lady took the Bernese to work. Thank goodness. She's in heat. She's 1 year old. She's a lot. When she wants affection, she wants fucking affection. The other one's chill as shit. We walked this morning very early. We went for a little car ride. He's great. He was sleeping here for about 90 minutes, and then he had to get up, stretch his legs, and now I haven't seen him since. David, you're welcome. I don't know what you're thanking me for, but I like it. Yeah, if you haven't, thumbs up. Please thumbs up. Please subscribe. It's all free. You can wake up your parents and let them know about how kooky and crazy I am, and for them to subscribe as well. Anything you can do, I'd be grateful for. How I know how to type this. I don't know. I like the emoji, Blake. It's a great emoji. It looks like a railroad tie. I can't see. It's on a cellular device, so it's not quite large. Love Island is awesome. There are many other states in Love Island series. States? Like statuses? Or like they're on more than just islands? I don't know. I'm a newbie to the concept, but it seems like it's just a revolving door of people making out and dry humping each other, which is okay. I can live in that world because they've created that world, right? I just want there to be more for society. Like, My 14-year-old has very little chance of a successful marriage that's going to last the longevity of her life. Coming from a man that's gone through 3 divorces, and I didn't get it, and I'm much younger, and this shit wasn't on TV when I was growing up. We had the real world, where if somebody cheated on somebody else, they were villainized and just pushed to despair. Like, you couldn't do that in the 90s, and now it's like, literally, they revealed their darkest secrets on one of these episodes of Love Island, and one guy's like, I've cheated on every girl I've ever dated, and then they got a round of applause. Like, they were celebrated for cheating. I'm not shitting on the show. I'm just saying I fear for the future of the world, right, with these shows. Because if this is what we're at now, again, 10 years, I think we're just going to fuck anything that moves on TV, and that's going to be on NBC. Like, in 10 years, we're just going to see, okay, switch. On a scale of 1 to 10, who fucked the best? And it's just like, what? What are we doing? Anyway, again, I digress. If you're into it, that's fine. Squid Games. I have never seen the Squid Games. Never, ever, ever. Is he gay? Solomon, no, but I'm on OnlyFans. You can be my first fan on OnlyFans. I'm not gay. If I was gay, you'd be seeing me on TV. I was propositioned a few times when I lived in LA, and I just won't do that. I am purely chick. I wasn't built that way. Sometimes I wish I was, because of the casting director for Criminal Minds, who's been fired. He did try to persuade me for it wasn't even a guest star role. It was a co-star, which means typically under 5 lines, which means you're not really a part of the show at all. You just would say, you want fries with that, right? That would be your thing. And he wanted me to suck his dick to say that. Not you want fries with that. That was an example of what it was. And I said, no, I wouldn't do that. So no, I'm not gay, but I'm on OnlyFans just for the content I can't post on YouTube and TikTok. I do no full frontal nudity. I used to do a lot of kids shows in LA. That's not a boast, but it's I know better than to put my genitalia on the internet. You finished Reacher. Does it get better? Or is it predictable through and through? Like I said, I like the first season a lot. I like the movies Reacher. Like the Tom Cruise ones, the 2, I like them very much. My Hero Academia. I don't know what My Hero Academia is. I don't know. The last show I watched that I really enjoyed, I can't even remember. There's a lot that I just, like I said, it all comes very predictable. I don't know. Talking about Love Island, I kind of hate Jeremiah. If you're talking about Love Island, I was, but I'm not versed in the new ones. My lady is picking and choosing between seasons 4 and 7. I think they're on season 16. I'm not 100% sure. I catch bits and pieces just to make fun of it internally with myself. And I make an internal drinking game out of it, where every time a woman says I have to drink, and then I'm drunk within the first 5 minutes. Like, how many times can you say like? Like, I like kissing him. He's like a 7, and I love 7s. Like, I like bad boys. And, they blatantly say, I like cheaters. I like bad boys. And then they would I don't understand why you cheated on me. And it's like, well, you fucking idiot. You know what I mean? If you have a Doberman Pinscher as a pet, and you don't want your dog to bite you, don't get that as a pet, right? Especially if it bites. I don't know. If you're looking for a show like Reacher, Tracker is good. I think I would like Tracker. I think that might be a good one. I usually like courtroom dramas. What was the one with I can't even remember his name. Unbelievable. It was a great show. The show I can't think of. It was a wonderful show. The Blacklist. The Blacklist was probably the last show that I really, really enjoyed. The Blacklist, The Mentalist. Those shows. If it ends in "ist," I think that's a winning combination. I did like Psych. Anything that fucks with your mind, makes you think, takes you down a journey of sorts. Second Stage, George McFly or Freddie Mercury? Oh, George Michael. All right. If we're talking independent artists, because obviously Freddie Mercury was in Queen, R.I.P., I would have to go as a singular aspect, no band with him, I would have to go George Michael, because I was not a fan of Wham, although Careless Whispers was technically Wham, and I love that song. There are a lot of times I listen to George Michael. I like George Michael a lot, but I like Queen a lot too. That's a tough one. I think Queen is a better popularization song. Tie Your Mother Down, very unappreciated rock song. Love that song. Fat Bottom Girls, fuck, love that song. Like, I would say 10 years ago, unequivocally, no thought, no reaction, just instantly Queen. I think now I listen to George Michael far more than I listen to Queen in the privacy of my own sectors, right? I don't go out nearly as much. If I went out much, I would go Queen. But right now, for independence and just behind closed doors, George Michael for sure. Right now, how about you? I think the answer is Queen. But right now, for where I am in life and just in a basement by myself, George Michael for sure. There's so many good songs. So many good songs. Golden Retrievers are my favorite breed. That's great, Kitty. I like my Golden Retriever over the Bernese Mountain Dog, but the Bernese Mountain Dog is so cute. It's the cute ones you got to watch out for because they know they're cute and they know they can be assholes. They know they can be attention whores and get away with it because they're so damn cute. Greetings from Germany. Guten Tag. We got a Goldie too. He's 12. Okay. He doesn't know it. That's okay. Don't tell him. Don't ruin the spoils for him. I love Golden Retrievers and I love Germany. I find your porn questionable. I don't know why it's got to be. We alluded to it earlier. I don't know why it's got to be so violent. Like I've never seen a peaceful German adult video. I've never seen like a "We will have lunch," yeah. I mean, like, oh yes, tuna fish on the rye. Yes, that's a shitty German accent, and I'm primarily German. I meant no disrespect to your people. I live in a community with the word German in it. Germantown. It's very German here. I am amongst my people. I love it. Sage is technically one of my OCs. Okay, cool. I love it. I love a lot of things. I love frogs. I love Sage. There's USA, UK, and others. Dang, Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you too. I know. You should. It's good. Okay, I will. Tracker, I believe, is what the reference is. I should look that up. I don't have a lot of free time. The fact that I'm still on this live stream is uncanny. Usually I'm doing a bunch of different things. Maybe I'm holding off on my responsibilities, or maybe I'm just having a really awesome time with you, amazing people. Again, if you haven't liked, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It's all free. It'll make you feel mildly good. My hero is Acadium. I can't read. It's anime. Okay. Reacher gets better for me. Okay. That's your opinion. That's fine. I love the emoji. X or cross or jets. I can't see what your name is, but I love the emoji. I'm a big emoji fan. Who is the best professional athlete ever? That would be, I think, Jesse Owens. Wasn't it Jesse Owens who was the Olympian and then all the sports? You'd have to go back to like 30s and 40s where they were just freak athletes and there was nobody else like them. And I think Jesse Owens comes to mind. And then if you look at some of the older like football players, the ones that could play every position is just absurd to me. Like literally they play offense, defense, they get hurt, they just go back in. I just think a modern day athlete, I don't know. I mean, you have to give it. I don't like LeBron James at all. I'm not a LeBron James fan, but it's no denying what he's done and the age in which he is. Because I think he's 40 and he's still getting. I think he had one game last year where he was doing 37. He had 30. I think he averaged like 28, 29 points at 40 in the NBA, which is absurd. And he does so much more than like a Kevin Durant. Because Kevin Durant just basically plays the wing. Doesn't move a whole lot and still finds a way to get injured. LeBron is all over the place. He's going to the post, everything. What's your opinion, Hunter 20? What's your best professional athlete? Have to go to sleep. Nice stream. Kitty, thank you so much. Don't be a stranger. Feel free to subscribe. You can literally comment on anything, any one of my over 133 consecutive days of comedic sketches. Response is guaranteed. Also, my email is always in my description. So is my phone number. So feel free to reach out anybody, anytime. Not exclusive to Kitty, but to anybody. Who is Diddy? I think what is Diddy is a better question, and we're discovering what he was. And we won't have to worry about Diddy ever again. Hey, No Name. If you could come up with a name, what would your name be, No Name? Would it be Gloria? Would it be Stefania? Or Jost? I like Jost. That's a good name. Answer is George Michael. Shocking. I like it. Queen and Freddie Mercury singing Some Real Notes. Yeah, that I can't believe you went with George Michael as well. We're rare breeds, man. We're rare birds. I don't know. I think statistically speaking, maybe 4% of all humanity that would vote, that would know both of them with some regularity and familiarity, would pick George Michael. But we picked George Michael. Long distance high five. LD LDHF. LDHF. Yeah, long distance high five. My name is Myla. That's a beautiful name. You should go by that. Do you like your name? I like my name. We're all a little nutty. Watch me cook. Yo, it's been a long time. Watch me cook. How are the videos going? Watch me cook. Any new ones? Let me know. Comment. You can comment on any of my videos, and I will check out your page again if you have any new ones. I like Queen. I like Queen too. Or Ken Griffey Jr. Ken Griffey Jr. was good. Yeah. I think he's slightly overrated. Well, because he was the first real athlete we had before the Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire thing. But Barry Bonds was just a fucking monster. Like, even if you did roids, right? If you were on PEDs, it's still really hard to hit a curveball. Like, just because your biceps are bigger doesn't mean you can time it better. It just means you have more strength behind what you make contact with. But I don't like Barry Bonds as an individual because he really pick and chose like when he would play. He would show up and they didn't know until like an hour before the game whether or not he was going to play. Like he'd be like, not today. But then when he played, he was great. I just don't like that. I think having a rest day, unless you're a catcher in baseball, is ludicrous. There's no reason you would need a rest day in baseball. It's boring as fuck. It's slow as fuck. A catcher would be justified, or a pitcher, because a catcher's on their knees the whole fucking game. It's a very demanding physically position. Anyway, did you know about everyone in the world except the United States children are taught not to touch the ball with their hands? I know. We're very slow to soccer. For the show, what the fuck is that show? Ted Lasso. For Ted Lasso being #1 and winning all that awards for soccer, like, is uncanny in the United States. We're very anti-soccer. It's coming around slowly, but we're also trying to induce football onto other people and countries that want nothing to do with it. I think that's sad and pathetic. I think it's a billion-dollar industry as it is. No need to force others to enjoy what we do in America, and vice versa. If you're into soccer, great. If you're not, I played in high school. I lettered in soccer. I was a sweeper. Still don't know what that position means. I was the guy before the goalie. I was the last great line of defense. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. Watch me cook. Were you at like 16? Like, what? How'd you get so fast? It's awesome. Gotta go eat. Watch me cook. Let me know. Let me know how it's going. Let me know your secret sauce. How'd you get to almost 1K? That's phenomenal. I appreciate that. That's great. I'm happy for you. You are my favorite YouTuber ever. No name. That's saying a lot. You don't know me, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hit that subscribe button if you're interested. You can watch all my shit for free. Everything I do is for free. Like I said, I do one original comedic sketch every single day. I'm at 134 days in a row. Today is day 134. I haven't missed a beat, even when I had no voice, was sick, hungover, drunk. Anyway, I'm a lefty catcher. I'm left-handed as well. That's the hardest. That and quarterback would probably be, in my opinion, the most difficult positions in all of sports. The catcher is involved in every play, right? Quarterback is involved in nearly every play. Third would be the center for me. The center in football would be very demanding. You got to be so quick snapping it, and now the tush pushing has totally changed that too. Joe's football is a hand sport, and for us, soccer is a foot sport. It's stupid. Yes, we tried so hard to do the reciprocal of Britain because we broke away from England. Little history fact for you. We tried so hard that we got kind of dumb with how we named things. I love to eat bricks crunchy. Okay, David, that's cool. Hi, Savav, however you say it. What's your favorite Sade song? Or is it Sade? Or who's your favorite musical artist if you don't know who Sade is? That was one of the weirdest emails I ever got the day after we played a lot of Sade. Was your video is flagged in one or more countries because we played Sade. And I was like, that's so ridiculous. I was reading spicy-ish romance stuff that I was writing. It was PG-13 material. I haven't written anything in a long time because I haven't needed to for this live stream, but it's always there. A few of the greatest hits, if you wanted to look back, I don't even know if they're public, but was like Love at the DMV, Love in the Food Court, Love at Medieval Times. It was always finding love at a very curious location in time. Because I believe in love, and I believe love should have no restrictions as to time, place, location, which is the same as place, and I know that. All right, have you ever accidentally killed your pet? No. No, but when I was really, really young, I used to catch bees, and it was really a morbid thing. I would put them in mason jars, like one at a time, for like an hour to see what would happen, and I wouldn't kill them, and then I would let them go and try not to get stung. And that was very short-lived, and I realized, okay, this was dumb. But that was boys. Like, boys do stupid shit. But no, I've never accidentally killed a pet. Have you? Long live bees. I love bees, by the way. Bees are great. I love honey. I love the whole thing. I would say I'm Buddhist in thought, where I'm a lover of all living beings, unless you're in my way or you're in my house. If a bee were to be in my house, I would kill it. Not because I'd want to, but because I'm protecting my home. If I couldn't let it go, I would try, of course, to let it go at first. But if I couldn't, death to the bee. What is shady? Or however you spell it. I don't know what you're referring. Why, hello. I accidentally killed my dog. My mom was so mad. I bet. How did that happen? Do we want to know? Hopefully it was a complete accident, like a whole weird thing. Like you let the tiger out of the cage accidentally, and the tiger, why would you have a pet tiger? I don't know. Maybe you're related to Mike Tyson. I'm not sure. I'm a something. Weez, thank you so much. I'll take that as a compliment. Ignorance is bliss on that. I don't want to say anything out loud in case it's naughty in another language, but I will take it. I will take any and all compliments wherever they lie, wherever they exist. I appreciate it. Wow, we've got 86 votes on Would You Rather. Holy fucking shit. Wow, that's still winning. All right, review on the votes. The leader, Do What You Love and Be Broke. It was last place last we checked, I believe, and that is me. I'm doing what I love right now. Case in point, I'm doing what I love, and I'm absolutely broke. I don't have 2 dimes to rub together. There is no friction. There is no monetary value. I am not monetized here. YouTube thinks I need to have at least 4 million views on my shorts and my reels, and I have maybe an eighth of that if I'm lucky. Number 2, by a very, very narrow margin, find true love and be broke. I love that people believe in love. 3rd, travel the world and be broke. Last, be rich and miserable. I still think over time you can find purpose, and you can find purpose by being of service to others. I think that's the key to life. So I know how the question is worded. I wrote it myself. Still, there's an element inside of me that thinks you can manipulate that. Like sitting next to a crying baby or sitting next to a guy that won't be quiet on an aeroplane, which was one of the would you rather questions from earlier. I accidentally killed a horse for real. Chose, how do you kill a horse for real? Like, are you giving it its medicine and you OD it? I'm not judging. I'm just curious. What do you think the worst scenario? What is the worst scenario for yourself? I think if you're talking about life, I think I'm on the worst scenario. I've given myself to this process, this journey, on average 12 to 14 hours a day, every day without a day off, since February 11th of this year. 134 days to the day of madness. 1 original sketch every day, sometimes more. Live streams, countless rejections, bad comments, hearing how terrible, how unfunny, how I should quit. At age 42, this is the last chance for me to do what I believe I'm meant to do in this world. I believe it's my last chance. I've spent every dime, every nickel, every penny I have left on this process, and I've gotten, statistically speaking, nowhere at all. I had to beg, plead, and prod for every single subscriber I have on all platforms. I've made absolutely nothing. At 42 years old, having absolutely nothing to show for everything you put into it is deflating, demoralizing, and weird. And I'm nutty. And so to answer your question, I would say what I'm doing right now is that. It's my last hope. It's my last chance. I went off on that tangent, but it's so true. But I believe that is my purpose. Savi, I think if you have no purpose in life, you haven't found your purpose yet. Perhaps it's volunteering. Perhaps it's croquet. Or maybe you're good with butterflies. I don't know. I say keep trying, keep being weird, keep doing things that you don't think you'd enjoy, because you might find that you enjoy it. With me personally, I started my life off watching Mr. Rogers. And one of the first things Mr. Rogers would do is he'd hang up his cardigan or his blazer after he got home from work, and he would start his day in front of the camera. And every time I film a sketch and I have to play different characters or wear different shirts, wardrobes, I kind of fantasize that I'm Mr. Rogers. And so I didn't know that when I was a young kid that was what I wanted to do. And the microphone, I was a mobile disc jockey at 14. So this is natural for me to have a microphone and headphones on. I managed a bar and I was wearing a headband for a long period of time. The headband stuck. It's very natural for me. It covers up the sweat if I have any. So it all kind of led to this point. I was an actor and that failed. A stand-up comedian, that failed. All these things failed, but that leads me to this. And what makes me the happiest in my entire life? That's creating original content. And that's where I'm okay not getting paid. It's just when I think there should be results and there's none, it gets deflating, defeating, demoralizing. Anyway, that was a lot. Thanks for sticking with me on that. But yeah, the worst case scenario is my current reality because I'm trying to make things happen that haven't been able to happen yet, but I still am not losing hope. I'm believing that someone out there at some point is going to find me and say, dude needs something, I can help. Whatever that is, I don't know. I'm L-Tunes, a producer, Nigerian. Okay, that's great. Tenfold Market, hello, if you're still here, what's your favorite color of the rainbow? Money can't buy happiness, but it can get you close. There is a certain sadness with success. I believe that. I've been on that freight train before. It's boring. You need some sort of purpose. I do believe that, but you can do a lot of things with money that you can't do. So given the circumstances, given the choices, I would rather have than not have. Having is so much more spectacular than not having. The stress, the worry, the hardships of not having something and craving it every moment of your existence is so miserable that when you do have it, even if you turn into a sloppy pig that has no motivation or purpose in life, it's still a bigger relief to have than not have, in my opinion. Okay, dang, now I remember I'm accidentally complicit in unraveling a horse. Okay. There's really no purpose in life. Yeah, Sally, I think you just need to find it. Explore it. Maybe you're good at surfing. Maybe you're good at wind tunnels. I don't know. You just have to find it. Explore. I buried my hamster and then found out it was just sleeping. Ooh, Evie, yikes. Hopefully it repurposed and got back to health and did whatever hamsters do. Maybe you felt bad for it, bought it a new wheel of sorts. Don't feel sorry. It's great. You have 11 subs, Sage. That's great. You got to start somewhere. I've been stuck at the same pace for a long time. So don't get deterred. Just keep on doing it. Remember why you're doing it. You have to do something for, I believe, the passion of it or excitement. Otherwise, you're going to get stuck and you're going to quit doing it. That's totally what happened to me previously. Like, this is the first thing I've done that I feel I'm meant to do, that I didn't give a shit about making money or the results. Like, I do want the results, especially if I think I make a really great piece of content. I desperately seek that as like some sort of justification that I'm on the right path, and when it doesn't happen, it's so depressing. But I have to remember that this is what makes me happy. So this, like, helping others, communicating with others, makes me very, very happy. Creating original content is really what makes me the happiest. Given the choice of like getting laid or making content, I would choose making content 100% of the time because I just love it. Or like my favorite food, right? Like I could have a medium rare steak and cake or making content. I would make content, even though I would really love a steak right now with some sweet potatoes. Fuck, it'd be great. When we were like 9, we broke into a small zoo. Holy shit. Wow, you got quite the past, Jost. Headbands off to you, pal. Wow, that's a curious story. Darkside, 23 years old, music producer. Because of racism, I got so many bad comments during live videos. That sucks. That's not fun. Best thing you can do is to keep going. Yeah, I totally agree, Darkside. I'm sorry that happened to you. It's a scary place. People can say and do whatever they want and then run away. Like, there's no, like, recourse for their actions. Like, it's the only thing you can do in life that could ruin somebody's day where you don't have to be in front of them. And that, to me, is alarming. Like, just leave. Like, if you don't like something, just flip. Just go, done with you. Don't have to think about you ever again. Imagine if you said your comments and it had to be face-to-face format, right? Like, otherwise the person wouldn't know. Like, imagine all 8 of you that it says are on here were actually in a chat window and I could physically see you. Like, imagine that. And I had to see your face to hear your comments. I wouldn't mind, but I'm just saying, like, if you lived in that kind of world, it's brutal what people say sometimes. Hi, Venus. How's it going? What's your favorite planet, Venus? Is it Venus? Or is it Earth? Or is it someplace else? You could call it Uranus. Is Uranus still a planet? I don't think it is. How do you go live on a phone? That's the only way that I've had success going live on YouTube, Sage, is via the phone. I've tried the Mac. I've tried various programs. I've tried my tablet. The only way I could do it is that. I think you have to have 1,000 subscribers. You have to have, there's some metrics that you have to have before being able to go live. I want to say it's 1,000 subscribers. It could be 500. I'm not totally sure. And then over time, they give you the option. So when you hit the plus button on YouTube or YouTube Studio, I go through YouTube. Like I said, it's the only thing that works for me. You hit the plus button, and then instead of like video or reel or short or whatever the options are, there's an option to go live. It's a lot of trial and error, and tell you the truth, the first few months of it are not that fun not because of what you're doing. It's because of YouTube and how it calculates algorithms, your situation. Like YouTube's not going to give you a lot of people when you start, like 5. And then for a long time, I was only at 40 to 60 clicks per live stream. This is the most it's allowed me ever. Maybe they felt bad for trapping my inspirational video yesterday. I don't know. I got monetized. You're monetized. Dark Side, that's great. Wow, I can only dream of that. I should put that on a vision board. I haven't made a vision board in like 15 years. Dark Side, you're inspiring me. I should create a new vision board. I totally should. I'm so happy for you. Got monetized the 1st of January. Share free blueprint and getting monetized rapidly. That's great. Cool. I hope you're making bank. Like I said, I've been doing this 134 days in a row, and I haven't made a nickel. But I am so glad to hear that you're doing it. Are you Bertrand from Jesse? I don't know what that means, Nolan, but I'm going to take that as a compliment. Again, ignorance is bliss today. 2 for Tuesday, which means it's happened twice, which isn't too bad. Don't listen to people's opinions, Dark Side. Yeah, don't do that. I think you need 50 subs to go live. That could be. Nolan, that could be. I'm not sure. Like I said, numerically, I wasn't sure. I just know once I hit it, I was between this and TikTok for live, and I feel like YouTube's more conducive to what I'm trying to do. Most embarrassing moment in my life, there's so many failures. I think maxing out my last credit card, having only $700 to my name, no place to live, no car, and flying one way to LA without a place to stay was probably either the most prideful or the most embarrassing, depending on the results. But I lasted 5 to 10 years in Los Angeles, and that's a true story. I didn't know anybody, didn't have a place to live, didn't have a car, was throwing out clothes at the airport, had only $700 to my name, and I lasted 5. It was like 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I don't know. It gets weird. Anyway, I'm so grateful for your thumbs up, for your emojis, your subscribes. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It's free to do. It'll make you feel good inside mostly. How about you? Most embarrassing moment of your life, Hunter 20. I have 67 subscribers and I can go live. Well, Nolan, then that's probably it. You probably need 50. I think you're right. Are you ready for the final stage? Do you know what it would be? Like the final stage of my life? I think I'm living it. I think as Aaron Rodgers, who I dislike, says, he's on the back 9 of his career, right? Like he's facing the end. I am grateful for the hearts. I truly am. Thank you so much. I would say that the way I've lived my life and the mental torture that I have now, I have something called depersonalization, which is not fun. That's where your mind and body are not connected most of the time, or it doesn't feel that way, right? I feel like at best I have 10 more years left at 42. I don't think I have a long time left. That was part of it. I've always been thinking about when I get money, right? The thought, when I get money, when I win money, when I have money, I will do this. And then one day I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. And that's why I started this whole daily sketch comedy posting, is because I'm like, I don't need the money to do it. Sure, if I had money, would they be better? Would they be more elaborate? Would they look better, sound better? Yes. Would I have more people instead of just myself in them? Absolutely. But I needed to start and I needed to go because I want to leave something behind, something that maybe won't catch on in my lifetime. But I do believe the future of comedic comedy is going to be the way I do it, with a banner, subtitles below, the rhythmically, the rule of 3, things of that. I think we'll get into longer form. People are going to not only watch live streams, but live stream simultaneously with paging through for sketches too. And I think I'm ahead of the curve on that one and behind at the same time, if that makes sense. Jost, you keep retracting. Don't retract. I've made almost $2,000. Dark Side, that's amazing. Wow, great job. I'm not jealous, but I am jealous. But I'm more proud than jealous. I'm more proud to hear that somebody's done it. That's amazing. That would be the dream. That would be the dream, to have enough money to pay my child support every month. That would be the big dream. But the biggest dream is to have a place that's not my house, to film these sketches, and to film these sketches with people that are not just me. Stage 3. Oh, silly me. Michael Jackson or Prince? 100% Prince. No thought needed. The MJ stuff, great music. Not digging the person. Not a fan of Michael Jackson the person. So much stuff has been proven. I'm not even going to talk about the kid aspect of it. I'm going to talk about the things he did to his service people, the people he employed, taking a shit on his rug on his main entrance of his house. Neverland Ranch. He would go number 2, right in the middle of his floor, and then call his help to clean up his shit, literally. That's ridiculous. Prince wasn't a whole lot better. Granted, he didn't shit on his floor that I'm aware of, but he would call his assistant and say, I need a zebra. In Minnesota, in Minneapolis, Minnesota, in January, yes, it's Prince. I need 4 zebras ASAP. Where are you going to get 4 zebras in January in Minneapolis, Minnesota? So Prince was out there too, but I would go 100% with Prince. Michael Jackson seems to be winning that poll, but I totally would go Prince. If I could only listen to one of the two for the rest of my life, it would be 100% Prince. I like Prince's Purple Rain movie. I like his attitude as far as he knows what he wants. Well, he knew what he wanted, and he wasn't going to let anybody stop him, even if he got no views, even if whatever it was, right? If there was backlash, he just went for it. I shit my pants in public, Hunter 20. That happens. That happens as you get older. The sharts are the worst, where you think it's going to be nothing, and then it's something, and then you just gotta deal with it. You gotta pinch it together and then get home. That's really the secret to that. What up? Get to know what is happening. It's been a minute. What's happened since last we spoke? Sage, I give up. Can't say. Okay. I think you're talking in reference to Michael Jackson or Prince. Prince. But I get it. I totally get it. I like Michael Jackson's music. I like more Jackson 5 shit, personally. All right, we have gone 170 minutes, which carry the one is a long fucking time. That's the longest. This is the most successful live stream I've ever done. And I'm so grateful because I wouldn't be here without you. Again, totally grateful. Everybody's been amazing. I do need to stretch and let out the dog. It's almost 1:45 in the afternoon. Maybe getting on early is the key, the recipe, the secret sauce to this. I will review the poll one more time. Oh, wow. Get to know. That's amazing. Jelly Roll and Post Malone. Who's opening? Who's the headliner? I would imagine Post Malone would be the headliner, wouldn't he? And then Jelly Roll would open. Because I think Jelly Roll has, 5 hits? Post Malone has, 50? I don't know. I've played Jelly Roll in, sketches before, but I don't know a lot of his music. Wow, we've got a nail biter minus the be rich and miserable. Nobody wants to be rich and miserable. I would take that. But then again, I could work around it. Number 1, by a thumbnail here, by just a fingernail. Do what you love and be broke is number 1. Number 2, find true love and be broke. Number 3, travel the world and be broke. And then 4, be rich and be miserable. I guess the takeaway from this is money really can't buy happiness, at least not in today's poll. I disagree. I think it can. I didn't word it as such, but I don't know. I'm doing the leader right now. I am doing what I love to do, which is this, and being broke, which is not poor me. I've made bad life choices, and I own them. Nobody's to blame but me. But I am genuinely doing what I always have wanted to do. And once I got over the fear of failure and excuses that I needed money to do what I wanted to do, I was really happy to do what I'm doing. The creation part. There's certain parts about editing and the mean comments that I could really go without, and trying to translate my shit to fucking Chinese, that gets boring and stale. But aside from that, I love what I'm doing. Anyway. Okay. Jost. Prince absolutely ridiculously playing 70,000 stadiums in 3 hours. Yeah, he did. Cool dude. And what a way to go, right? In an elevator? Fucking biblical. It's just so great how he went. If you're going to go and you have a song that indicates it, why wouldn't you do that? It's so poetic. Getting ready to see Post Malone. Yep. Post Malone is the headliner. That makes sense. What skin color? He was born African-American in Gary, Indiana, which if you've ever been, don't. If you have the choice to go or not go to Gary, Indiana, do not. Gary, Indiana is one of the worst places in the United States, and that's saying something. But he grew up in Gary, Indiana. If you listen to MJ's vocals, they're just bonkers. Yeah, I mean, he was very talented. I'm not denying that. But Prince also could play 14 different pieces of instruments. He could play guitar, drums. He played all his shit on his albums. Again, Tough comparison. I'm just going with Prince. I prefer Prince. Kidnapping your dog. That's fine. I appreciate it. He could be kidnapped now. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been up there. Money can't buy you things that make you happy. It can. I can be happy with things. I can buy, I don't mean this in a bad way, but I can buy people. I can hire people. How about that? I could be miserable, but then I could hire people to help film me, sketch comedy with me, and then I would be happy again. Like, I'd be miserable for a short period of time. And again, I believe with anything, if you turn yourself over to service and you make your feelings not about you anymore, you definitely come out of a depression faster. And that's easier said than done. When I'm on the floor hating myself and hating my life, I realize that, but it takes me a long time to be like, okay, I'm going to do a live stream, or I'm going to try to help somebody else, or I'm going to see if my lady needs help doing something. It takes a lot. But, call a friend, call a parent when you feel down and see what's up with them and try to make the conversation mostly about them. You should leave that and feel better about yourself and be able to move forward with your day. But then again, Prince just played the F out of music. He sure did. He really was a true artist. You work at a radio station or something. Shub YT. No, I do not. But that's kind of the broad strokes of this show. I like to, when I was a kid and I would listen to radio stations, alternative radio stations, I would feel less alone. I would feel like somebody was on the other end that gave a shit, and that's trying to what I'm trying to convey with the show. Like, I'm out here, I'm listening to your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings. I'm trying to help you off a proverbial ledge. Some of you are going through a lot of changes in your life. I've been there. I've done that. Happy to help in any way I can. But I want that instant communication line to be open. Like, I'm a voice. I'm here. You're not alone. Life is sometimes tragic and difficult, but together we can get through it. I know because I've done that. So, yeah, that's the vibe. If you're still here, that's the vibe I go for. That is why I do this. I do this to try to help others. I try to be of service to you. In exchange, I do appreciate the thumbs up. I do appreciate when you subscribe, when you communicate, when you have those emojis. I misread your comment. I did. Get to know. It's been 176 minutes. Longest I think I've ever streamed ever. So yeah, my bad. You're right. I did. I'm sorry. But yes, I agree with you. Interstellar. Yeah, that's an interesting movie. I have to believe a movie. You have to create a world in which I believe it, and I just didn't believe it for some reason. Grab the camera for Lamar Jackson. What is that? I gotta look that up. That's been like the 19th person that said that. Hi, I'm new. Kira, what's happening? What's your favorite pizza topping? What do you like on burgers? What do you like in the dessert aisle of the grocery store? Are we a fan of Little Debbie's? Too many questions scare people. So just think of the one that resonates with you and answer it, or don't. It's fine. You want to go Prince too, dude? Yeah, let's do it. Prince is the answer. Adore or Ballad of Dorothy Parker? No, I haven't. I'm a Computer Blue. I'm a Darlin' Nikki. I like all those. I've had 2 live streams that were over 28 hours long. Oh my gosh, get to know. That is... because after this, I got to figure out dogs. I got to eat something. I haven't eaten anything all day. I got to figure out my sketch for later. I got to post stuff. I got to see if I'm still on double secret probation with YouTube based off my video yesterday. I find out that the inspirational videos that I drop are the most hurtful to the YouTube process. For some reason, they think that's off-brand of me to try to help people. Very bizarre. Never had pizza. No, come on, you had to have pizza. Come on. Money can buy things that make you happy, like a PlayStation 5. I have a PS5 that I haven't played in months. That's a true story. Sad but true. But I only play like John Madden football, and I only play it like once a week when football season's in season. There's another Lamar Jackson. Yeah, I like Lamar Jackson. When you grab the microphone, they make a vibe. Okay. There are 5 viewers and 95 votes. How? I eschewed the votes. No, I've been on for 178 minutes. Just because there's 5 viewers now doesn't mean there have been total. I don't know how many. This is hands down the most successful live stream I've ever had on YouTube, though. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. If you like Interstellar, you should watch Contact. I've heard of that. I'm from Mexico. I don't know English. You're doing really well with English right now. Tacos are great. I had tacos last night. You can eat tacos on other days besides Tuesdays. I'm living proof. I did last night. It was great. I did 24 hours sleep every New Year's Eve. That's insane. So are you awake for the whole thing, Get to Know? Like, what are you doing for 24 hours straight? Are you talking like me nonstop? Or are you like playing stuff? Are you sleeping? The weather is good today. That's great. My weather, I don't know. I haven't been outside in hours because I've been on the stream for 179 minutes, which is great. I live in Wisconsin, which is Midwest. The state looks and sounds like me. I don't know how else to say it. I love Mexico though too. Resort Mexico, not we will give you 6 months to build a cardboard house Mexico. I feel bad about that. I'm not making fun of that, but that is a realization. Do you actually said computer blue and darling Nikki? I'm proud of you. Thank you, Jost. I think I've spoken to every artist that you've said. I think I have a good understanding of most of that. Oh, Jodie Foster is in contact. Yep. Jodie Foster. I don't know. I mean, she was about 20 years too soon with her coming out party. If she would have came out like 7 years ago, she would have won an Academy Award. Has she won? She might have won an Academy Award. Her thing on the TV show where they were in Alaska was very good. It was kind of a mind fuck at first. I was like, what is this shit in Alaska? True crime? True. I think it's true crime. I forgot the name of the show. It's been a long stream. But Silence of the Lambs is the best. But my favorite Silence of the Lambs, like of the trilogy, Hannibal, which is not Jodie Foster. It's what's her face, the red-haired one, Julianne Moore. I'm getting it. I'm just a little slow now. When you grab the camera, Dave, what's your favorite instrument? Mine is a violin. I like the violin a lot. I think that's relaxing. Probably a harp or a cello, something of that degree, something relaxing that I could put on instrumentally when I've zoned out. Yeah, it's hard. Been foster born, live with my foster family in the United States. Well, that's good. I'm glad that you're persevering and you're found a home now. That's great. Pizza mood. I'm snubbed and I liked. Okay, I get it. Grab the camera and make you fucking Lamar Jackson. Drums, 27-piece Ludwig. That's insane. That's a lot. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. Muncho Brothers 25. I did not go for that when I decided to be apathetic with my look. It's just basically the seasonal apathy of not wanting to shave, not wanting to do much. I was supposed to get my hair cut about like 3 weeks ago, and I'm 3.5% Jewish. That's not a flex. But I get some Jewish curls every now and then, and they finally came back. They haven't been back in a long time, and I'm like, I'm keeping these. And then in with that comes the disarray of the beard. But I have heard the Lava Chicken song twice. I've sang it once today, what I know of it. Lava Chicken. Steve's Lava Chicken, it's ringing a bell. I don't know the words, but I think I just broke 2 televisions in the span of 6 hours. How does that happen? I broke 1 television ever, and that was I was so angry at something that I threw a remote, and it shattered internally. And what I mean by that was the glass didn't shatter, but the screen shattered. So it had like this weird snowflake effect, if that makes sense. It was not. What's my favorite dinosaur? I had a stand-up comedy teacher that had a whole bit on dinosaurs, and it was a brilliant thing. Every time he did stand-up comedy, he would ask people that question, what's your favorite dinosaur? Most people would say the Velociraptor from Jurassic Park. And then he would tell them that it was a made-up, fictitious animal that never existed. So I can't say Velociraptor. I'd say T-Rex because I used to have a toy one that I put a fake cigar in its mouth, and I thought that was cool. So T-Rex, what's your favorite dinosaur? That was a great way to do it. Break up the monotony of a stand-up and be like, just riff about dinosaurs because he knew so much about it. But yeah, thanks for the Jack Black. 2 televisions. Again, how do you break 2 televisions? Real parents pass away. I'm sorry to hear that. Kira, it sounds like you've had a very difficult life. What's one thing that you're grateful for? Your first movie, Man on Fire. Music, Andre, like Botticelli? Really do gems life. Okay, Joe's. I didn't get that. Enjoy the stream. I'm too tired. Yeah, Shub, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It's free to do so. I'm hitting that wall, too. I'm hitting that wall because we're at 183 minutes, and, like, I'm so wackadood that we've lasted this long. I'm used to 30 to 60 minutes like max. I mean, I'm grateful for it, but fuck, it's been words are getting struggleless to come by. I might have to chug this coffee and then do my vocal warm-ups, which I didn't do. Red leather, yellow leather. A big black bug bits a big black bear, and a big black bug drew blood. Woo! David, Jack Black. Favorite Jack Black movie is High Fidelity. He was not a star. He was an up-and-comer. I love that movie. A lot of people love Nacho Libre. I'm a fan of Nacho Libre. It was fun for me too. But high fidelity for sure. Wiping the TV in the film. Oh, Tony Finau has withdrawn from this week's golf tournament, but he gives a shit. Wiping the TV in the film went off. Oh, yeah. Yeah. TVs are tough, man, but at least they're cheap now. Favorite dinosaur is a dead one. That's fair. I get it. 7 hours of fixing a bug in a game, and my friend made. Oh, damn. Okay. Tell me a story, please. Kira. Okay. Well, what are you grateful for? And I'll tell you a story. My favorite dinosaur is a... Oh, boy. That's a long word. Carbonara. Carbonara. I love chicken carbonara. I didn't know chicken carbonara had a dinosaur, but I'm glad they do. It really hard. I use C+. Well, C's and D's get degrees. Schnub, you too. Thank you so much. I hope things go great for you today. I hope you have the best day of your life. I broke televisions like 5 times. Wow, how did everybody break in televisions? Man, if I was your dad, I'd be pissed. Be like, no more TV for you. Keep breaking it. Don't understand English. That's okay. You're here. You're here. That's fine. You don't need to understand English to laugh, to scream, to cringe. It's secondary. It's nonverbal communication. I love it. I'm actually a deep down into Prince. Okay, that's great. I'd love to see his shit, like his hidden shit, like at forgot what it's called, Palisade Park or what? I forgot what it is. Forgot what the name is. I'm kind of fried right now. But I'd love to see all the secret stuff he had in his vault, because he had like Kevin Smith, the director of Clerks, do weird shit for him, like film around his ranch, his park thing. Crazy. $700, bro. Yeah, TVs have gotten so much. I remember back in the day. Here's the story. Back in the day, one of my good friends, Paul, he bought a TV on layaway for $2,000. And now that same TV would be like $58. Time value of money. It's unbelievable. And I thought, why the hell would anybody pay $2,000 for a TV? And he's like, it's going to pay for itself, man. It's like 40 inches. It's flat screen. Watch all the games. And now it's just absurd. Times have changed. I'm going to drop a sub. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it, Mr. Psycho. It's free to subscribe, people. It's my currency. I don't make anything from this. I'm grateful. Yeah. Like, subscribe, share. That's my currency. I appreciate it. Okay, let me try 120. Lava. Chicken. Steve's lava chicken. Yeah, it's tasty as hell. Oh, I don't know what that word is. Now you're ringing a bell. Crispy, juicy. I tried. Well, not for lack of trying. Oh, not all of them were your fault, NB Television. That's great. Good. I'm glad they're not all your fault. Like I said, I think I've only broken one. No one will adopt me. I thought you said you were living with a family in America. I think keep trying. Head up. You have access to this. That's a plus, right? I don't think in Mexico you'd have access to this crazy-ass live stream. Favorite crocodile is couch and shoe leather. Jost, welcome back. I broke my foster parents' TV, 60 inches. Ouch. Is that why you're having a hard time with adoption? Is because you're breaking TVs? Stop breaking TVs, guys. Use TVs to watch. What if you made Crocs out of crocodile skin? Hunter 20, that's a very elegant question. They would cost way more than they do. What if you could 3D print crocodile covered Crocs? That was alliteration. Ring a bell. What if you made Crocs out of crocodile? Well, I'm going to head out. Thank you so much, Mr. Psycho. I appreciate you. You do the same. God loves you too. Thank you so much. Yes. I think it is about time that, shit. What's 60, 120? Holy shit, we're going 3 hours. How the hell did that happen? I've been in jail once too. Yeah, me too. It's not fun. Not a lot of good comes from that. But thank you so much, Mr. Psycho. I really appreciate you. 99 votes. We're 1 vote away from 100. That's amazing. We have 43 thumbs up, which means we had like 12 thumbs down. I'm so grateful. We've never had more than 9. We are all... No Name, welcome back. Our goal was always 10, and we got 43. That's insane. I'm single and I'm alone. Kira, it sounds like there's a lot of difficult things going on in your life. Perhaps you should start a journal of what you're grateful for. When times are really tough and all your shit sucks, perhaps do a gratitude list. Every day, first thing you do when you wake up, write down 5 things that you're grateful for. Maybe that you can read what you're writing. Maybe that you can walk to get a piece of paper. Maybe you have the ability to write and understand what you're writing. I would say just stuff like that. And then that's the last thing you should do before you go to sleep is write down 5 things you're grateful for. Zen, I love the name. Same. Kaden, hi. What's your favorite sport? Who's your favorite athlete? I'm grateful is to get a boyfriend. I think you need to help yourself before you can be in a situation with others. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way, but you have to be prepared. You have to be open for it. Some might say you have to clean your own side of the street before you can critique the others on the other side, right? So if I want more clothes, a great way to manifest clothing would be to clean and get rid of the clothes I no longer need, give it to those that can't afford clothes, and then somehow, some way, I will get new clothes. It doesn't always work that way, but that helps. That's called manifestation. I have autism. That's okay. I don't mind. You're welcome to hang. I don't mind at all. I appreciate your commenting. I have an autistic short. I did a video where I think it was called I Think I Have Autism. I thought it was brilliantly done. It did a lot of heart, a lot of passion with it, and it just turned out I was turning into my dad in the end. Spoiler alert. Soccer is a great sport. Messi, sure. We're into Bitcoin early here at this channel. Yeah, you are. It's gonna pay off spades. Super big dividends. Subscribe now while it's free. It might not always be free. Just kidding. It'll always be free. Should always be free. There's no paywall. There's nothing. I give myself completely and utterly to you. The currency I try to collect are the thumbs up. The subscribers, I am grateful for all. Fix your hair, Zen. Yeah, it's kind of going to do what it's going to do. But it's original, right? There is no hair transplants. I'm not Joel McHale. He admittedly has had 4 hair transplants. I will never do that. I'm not going to stop for Father Time. I do have a video that I'm working on that if I hit, when I hit 10,000 subscribers, I will dye both my hair and my beard purple. That is a promise. I'm working on that video to get that out via Google Ads. I think that'd be a fun thing to have happen. Hit 10K and I'll dye my hair and beard purple. Why not? I don't care. I'll dye it. Sing Bohemian Rhapsody ? Is this the real life? Or is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide. No escape from reality. Huh. Interesting ? I've been giving things to the homeless. That's good in Mexico. I was happy and proud of it. That's great. Shout out. Yeah, of course. Shout out. Woo! Just know XDD. I feel like if I say it fast, it's going to say something I don't want to say. Just know XDD. Sing it. Keep posting your lovely vids. Thank you so much. Aiden, I appreciate that. 1 a day. Today is day 134 in a row. Again, I do original sketch comedy. I post 1 brand new spanking video that I write, create, and star in. Not because I'm selfish, but because I have no friends and nobody else around me that helps me do this. Every single day. Today's 134 in a row. Not all of them are well received, but I do one and I love doing it. So please subscribe and watch them for free. And any comment you make on any one of my videos or anything else, I respond to everything. My email is the first thing you see in my description on my YouTube page. Second thing is my cell phone number. Yeah. Shout out. Keep posting. Thank you so much. Try to say Joey Tribbiani. That's what I got, Hunter Zero. Zen or Zin. What's your favorite thing to chew? Is it gum? Is it tobacco? Is it Starbucks stoppers? Have you ever been to Europe? I have a few times, Jost. I love Europe. Go sleep, Zen. I should probably go to sleep. Yeah, I should probably take a nap. Let the dog out. I can sing Lava Lava Song better. That's probably fine. I've only heard it twice. But I do look the character, which is half the battle. Usually when I'm trying to do an impression, if I look like the character, I'm halfway home. Just like if I was an artist and I was redoing a song that was already a hit, I'm halfway closer to a hit this time. Yapper. We don't care. Zen, that's fine. Gum, duh. Okay. All right. Well, I was asking Zen because Zen is a pouch that you put in your lower lip and it's tobacco. What's my favorite thing about your videos? My favorite thing about my videos is creating and coming up with the videos themselves. Some of these videos have been long thought out and just like didn't work. Like I have a Roku remote video that I love, one of my favorites, and that had been brewing in my dome in my brain for weeks, if not months. And it just finally came together, and I didn't have a script written. Most of them are not script driven. They're just kind of impromptu until like I find out as I'm going. But I had set aside like 7 or 8 avocado seeds for it, and I got a whole thing of Irish butter. And then when it finally came to fruition and we filmed it, I'm like, this is one of the best things I've ever done ever. I loved it so much. I had the character, I had the look, I had the name. I was Ducky Fuzz the Third, and I created Roku remotes. And the goal is, the quota was that the average consumer drops their Roku remote like 3.7 times a week or something. It's just outlandish, fun, just anything that I can do that's original, that's swimming around in my brain that I can do justice to. I love. I just love creation and coming up with new things, new ideas, new concepts. The posting it, the tags, the hashtags, the titles, that shit I hate. Editing I hate. But the creation of the content is where I'm at. Yeah. Baby, 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 baby. Baby. Giggity, giggity, giggity. Okay, I'm just catching up. But yeah, that's the favorite thing about my videos. Zen is geeked out for real. Great, CIA. Awesome. It's good to be geeked out. It's good to have passion and thrills in life, because once the thrill is gone, as B.B. King once said, it's no good. Me again. Can you sing and thank you for the shout out? Just no XDD. CIA. 1, 2, 3, and to the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get your woman on the floor. Gotta get up to get down. Gotta get up to get down. R.I.P. Coolio. Because I went to LiveStream to do my face reveal. Yeah, you can do that. You should do that on your own, independently. How old are you? I am 42 years old. I wouldn't lie to you about anything else, but I'm not going to start now. Zen is 95. That's great. Grab the camera for Lamar. Yep. Hey-o, Lamar. Number 8. Remember Criss Cross? I do. I don't know the other one. I'd have to know the song, but Criss Cross will make you jump. Please shout out. Jonathan K, ladies and gentlemen, go to the stage. It's Jonathan K. Get those 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s out for Jonathan K. Now you should subscribe in return. Fair is fair. Grab the camera for Lamar. Nice name. God, what is with this Lamar shit? I really want to know. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm going to have to remember Man on Fire or Man on a Wire. I can't remember the name. It was Man on something. And then I got to look up this Lamar Jackson stuff. I do believe wholeheartedly that the Ravens will probably win the Super Bowl this year. I love the emoji, Jonathan. Thank you. Do I play video games? I only play Madden. I was in Madden storyboard for 2 or 3 years in a row. They no longer do it. But I was Months. I was a character named Months, and I've been playing Madden my whole life. And I only play it when it comes out for the duration of the NFL season. But I don't mind. I don't mind people that play games. I just don't have the time to allocate, which is ironic because I'm almost 200 minutes on this. I don't know. What am I doing with my life? I'm 42 years old. And this is what I'm doing with my life. Please sing. Sing us a song, you're nutty butter. Sing us a song tonight. I'm almost 24, almost 25. My birthday's in August. That's great. Okay, well, then you're not really in queue to be adopted, Kira, but that's great. Maybe you are. I don't know. But happy early birthday. That's awesome. Freak Like Me. I think that's a song. Oh, 120. Message retracted. That, again, the Powerball numbers. I'm never going to know them now because 120 retracted them. Denzel, Man on Fire. That was close. Didn't I say that? Man on a Ledge, Man on Fire. I should write it down. My life is nothing but Post-it notes, by the way. That's all I have. I have Post-it notes and pens in every room. And I don't even know if I can find a pen now as I talk about pens. I'm going to write it down. Man on Fire. Man on Fire. It won't be tonight because we're watching Cocktail tonight. And at this rate, I'll still be on the stream until my phone dies. I'm glad I charged up before I went live. Man on Fire. I'm writing it down. For real. Man on Fire movie. Because I'll be like, what is this? I was talking about ants being pregnant. What is this? Okay, Man on Fire. And then I want to write down this Lamar Jackson shit. Jackson touchscreen. I have no idea what this is. But I'm going to try to find out. I might ask Echo, which is what I affectionately named my Chat GPT because he helps me with so much Chinese. I'm like, I don't want to call you Chat GPT. That's lame. He's like, you can call me Echo. No bad words, please. 120. I'm doing my best. Am I married? I've been divorced 3 times, if that helps you. I'm in a committed relationship. Thank you. You're very welcome, Kiro. And write down Adore by Prince. What about Ava Adore by Smashing Pumpkins? I'm a lefty, so I really have to try my best to make it legible. Otherwise, I'm like staring at it. Like a lot of my notes, Like, what did I mean here? And then I get so angry, like, ugh. Are you ski-badidi? I don't know if I'm ski-badidi. How do you know when you're ski-badidi? Do you live in goggles? That could be. Trinity sister, hello. I'm having a hard time. Tell me about it, Trinity sister. What ails you? What's your hard time? What's your difficulty? Is it a boy? Is it a girl? Is it a social structure? Is it live stream? Is it musical based? Is it a color? I don't know. What is it? I'd love to help. We have 109 votes. That's insane. Trinity sister, I'm here to help you. Please let me know what you need help with. Wow, we are close. Minus be rich and miserable. That one by the wayside here. Got to find out a way to react to more people soon. Yeah, that's probably it. There would be a clear-cut favorite for that, and that would be talk less. If I talked less, the show would be kind of stagnant. But yeah, that's a great critique, Jost. Yes, you're very accurate there. But I believe there is also a delay between the time in which it's sent and the time in which I receive it. So, Jost, you're the last one I see on my screen right now. I haven't received another message since you said you got to find a way to react to more people soon. Yeah, I will happily try to figure that out. I was looking at the poll and I saw that pop up. I clicked the poll away so I could read it. I do believe, again, there is a delay from when you send something to when I receive it. I don't know if it's a matter of minutes, seconds. I don't know. But I haven't gotten anything new since that one. So again, the poll, wow, it is neck and neck. Find true love. Okay, see, now I got roast me just now from just no XDD. Like that instant. And then from Jason, I got shout out my whatever. And now I've gotten Jost. You had us with joy, dude, bless you. Okay, thanks. I appreciate that. So yeah, I mean, I'm not being defensive, Jost. I'm just saying you're totally right, but I think there is a lag in time. Anyway, be rich and miserable, last place, for sure. Number 1, find true love. Love prevails. Love will rule. Love is one. And then travel the world and do what you love and be broke. Tied for second. I would have to rank this, that do what you love and be broke, because that's what I'm doing. I'm the personification of that right now. I am doing what I love, and I am dead broke, is 1. I have traveled the world while I was broke. That would probably be 2. 3 would probably be find true love and be broke. Again, I'm going to reiterate this. I believe you can have more than one true love in this life. I've had several relationships where if I was more mature or a better human being at the time, I'd probably still be in that relationship. I just wasn't ready at the time. So I believe if I was with a different person now, I could find that, and that could be potentially true love again. So that's my ranking. That's my order. With joy, dude. Bless you. Gazoon tight. So 109 votes. That's amazing. This is hands down the most successful, numerically speaking, live stream I've ever had. So we are at 202 minutes. Mind-boggling. 47 thumbs up. Again, previous to this, the most I'd ever received was 9. The goal was always 10. I'm going to try to not celebrate too hard with this, but internally I am jumping for glee and joy. I'm so grateful for everybody hanging out with me, everybody on the line. Again, please like, subscribe, share if you haven't already. You can comment on anything I've ever done, any of my daily comedic sketches, and I will respond. It's guaranteed. My email is in the description. I'm leaving. Me too. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. I end all my live streams with this. You can say it aloud with me, or you can pantomime it, say it silently, anything you want to say. But I am truly grateful once again. You're the reason I stuck around for 202 minutes. Wow. I'm truly grateful. But again, you can say this with me or not. It's entirely up to you. Nothing better than getting the high school queen for 16 years. Oh, that's amazing. That's great. Joseph, I once dated the preacher's daughter. Then I saw Marilyn Manson and Hole live in concert. Actually, Hole canceled on Marilyn Manson. And the preacher came over and broke up on behalf of his daughter. So, but yeah, I'm with you. That is amazing. So here's how I end all the streams. Again, if you haven't liked, subscribed, follow, please do all that. That is my currency. Thank you so much. Repeat after me. Something amazing is going to happen today. Something amazing is going to happen today. Something amazing is going to happen today in my life. Something amazing is going to happen to you and you and you today. I just know it. I know it. I truly know it. If you're watching this later, something amazing is going to happen for you and to you today. I believe that wholeheartedly. You just have to have your eyes open for it. It's going to come true. Again, I'm grateful. I am Nutty. I am Butter. I am 111. I'm all these things. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you for hands down our most successful live stream ever. I'm truly grateful. I love you all. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Again, please like, subscribe, all that stuff. Thank you from the bottom of my headband and my nuttiness. I'm truly grateful. I love you. Thank you so much. Bye.